What's up, fam? This is your professor, Karriemah Lotus, and guess what? It's my birthday! Yeah! So, I decided here on BBI Talks, which is the platform for Black business owners to discuss issues that matter to us most. And so, what better way to bring in my birthday than to invite numerous Black-owned businesses to feature, and this is nonstop. And it's so funny. I was talking to my husband. He said, "Honey, I don't think I've ever seen that before." I was like, "Dope." So we're going to get started. But as always, we're going to get this show started with my intro. And I want y'all to dance along with me. Why? Because it's my birthday. And I said so. Here we go.
We gotta bring businesses back. My business is black. My business is black as the universe. I know why they mad. They gotta react. Cause we're universal influencers. I can supply you the man. Get what I need out the land. The earth is the kingdom of God. Glad that I know where I am. We gotta bring businesses back. My business is black. My business is black as the universe. I know why they mad. They gotta react. Cause we're universal influencers. I can supply you the man. I can supply you the man. Get what I need out the land. Glad that I know where I am.
All right. So we are back. We are official and we are ready to go. So I have wonderful Black business owners that are joining us today. But of course, I'm going to start things out with introducing my partner, not in crime, but my partner in profession, my partner in purpose, my cousin, Naomi.
Hello. Happy birthday. Woo.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And for those of you who don't know Naomi Scarlett, she is the realtor extraordinaire from Wiley, Texas. And if you have any real estate needs in the state of Texas, she can indeed assist you in that. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How can I not be? It's national. Today is Professor Karriemah Lotus's birthday.
All right, now.
You're missing the parades here in Texas. You're missing it.
Oh, I'm missing the parade? Okay. Well, look.
It's all for you.
I'm about to show my age for real, for real. Do you remember the Lou Rawls Parade of Stars?
Oh, my.
Right now, I'm kind of feeling a little Lou Rawls. You'll never find. Dun, 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 dun. I'm just having just too great of a time. And I thank you so much for joining me. You have time to hang out for a little bit?
For a little bit, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So I would like to introduce to the world. Now, I affectionately call him $1 Billion Nate. And I call him $1 Billion Nate, y'all, because I truly believe that his ideas are worth billions of dollars. And so I can only imagine that when that time comes and I come knocking on his door and say, give a love offering, that he will cut those checks for me, because that's what big brothers do. But for everybody else, he is Mr. Nathaniel Crawford, and I'm going to allow him to tell you exactly what he does. So let's bring him in the room. What's up, $1 Billion Nate?
Hello, and happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And please, greetings to the family. Now, you can't buy luxury real estate in the state of Florida unless you go through Nathaniel Crawford. I think that's a law.
Yes, it should be.
Yeah. If not, we're working on it. So please share with the listening and the viewers what it is that you do and how they can get in contact with you.
Well, I am a luxury real estate broker and developer here in the sunny state of South Florida. I'm also licensed in Georgia. In addition to doing new and pre-construction development, we also build homes using shipping containers.
Oh, wow.
At all points in the spectrum. So we build affordable homes as well as luxury stuff. And I am happy to help anyone who's interested in building some of that generational wealth through real estate ownership.
That is awesome. And I don't know if anyone has seen the videos that you posted on, is it Luxury?
Black Luxury Miami.
Black Luxury Miami.
Yep. And if you check the container home site is Build Everyday Better. So on Instagram, if you go to Build Everyday Better, you can see some of our current homes as well as some of the renderings for some of the ones that are coming.
Well, I saw a video that you posted on your Instagram, and I have to admit I was a little jelly, but then I thought about it and I said, that's my big brother. So obviously one of those container offices is mine.
Absolutely.
But if you haven't had a chance to see it, I promise you guys, it is unbelievable what people are doing, what you are doing with containers. Like, I never would have thought in a million years that an office suite could look so good. And the fact that you're bringing affordable living to, South Beach, Miami.
Yeah, well, everywhere. One of the things, as someone who spent a lot of time in the luxury space, one of the things I saw just in that whole range was, while there's really, really amazing opportunities and amazing, opportunity to generate wealth in real estate as a whole, the vast majority of those opportunities and those resources cater to middle and upper middle class people. And then into the luxury space, affordability really isn't something that people focus on, because in most cases it's not profitable. And in places like South Florida, where the land is so expensive, it's really challenging to build affordable homes, because you can't get the land at a number that makes sense for you to be able to develop it in a way that you can make meaningful impacts, especially in communities of color. So how I came upon container homes, and we've been looking at some other creative construction as far as 3D printing and stuff like that, is we have to come up with creative ways to lower construction costs. Right. So that if we have to overpay in some cases for land, we can still save enough on the construction of those homes where we can build them profitably and still sell them at affordable prices.
That is awesome. That is incredible work. And also congratulations that you actually won a pitch competition in Florida. So talk about that. Look, I'm going to put all your business in the street now. All your business. It's coming out. You won a wonderful pitch competition. Who awarded you the competition, and what was that experience like?
Yes, well, we were part of Build Everyday Better, was part of the Mission to Market business incubator at Florida International University, which was a partnership between FIU and the Department of Energy. So we were able to go through the program, and we got access to some amazing talent when it came to the students for research purposes, and partnered to identify some patent portfolios, some different things that we can really use to leverage as far as building some defensible intellectual property when it comes to scaling the company and automating a lot of those services. And the more that stuff we can automate, the lower our costs come. And then the lower our costs go, we can, in many cases, pass those savings on in the form of more affordable homes to the people who are buying the homes we're building. And then on the luxury side, as we lower that cost, that of course spreads our profit margin. So if we're building $1 million home, then we get better profits if it's still $1 million home, but I can build it for 40% less.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. Do you have any questions for him, Naomi?
No, but I feel like I know him. It's good to actually, you probably feel the same way, I hope. Anyway, maybe she's mentioned me once or twice, I'm sure. So, but yeah, so it's nice to officially meet you. I love all that you're doing there in Florida, and can't wait till you bring it to Texas. That's awesome.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Very good to meet you too.
Well, see, this is what this is about, is really, I'm really passionate about Black-owned businesses, but a part of that is because I love helping to do my part in creating a Black ecosystem, a Black business ecosystem. And how you do that is, a part of that is just this networking component right here. And I have an announcement that's going to be coming up later on in this show that actually focuses on helping to create these strategic partnerships and strategic alliances. And I can see you two doing business together, but we're going to talk about that on my other endeavor, which I'm going to announce before I get out of here. So look for these two, because you will see them again, and they will be making millions together. How about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much, $1 Billion Nate, for joining. Please give everybody how they can reach you. Before you cut out of here, I want to make sure they know exactly how to get in contact with you so that they can purchase their container homes in South Beach, Miami.
Absolutely. So on Instagram, you can follow me at They Call Me Mr. Crawford. On Facebook, you can find me at Nathaniel Crawford, and you can call me directly at 404-452-4184.
Awesome. Awesome. And please, again, I would ask to borrow some of that sunshine from Florida, but actually we're doing pretty well today. So we're good with the weather. How are you, Naomi? Y'all good out there in Texas?
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know why? Because it's
your birthday.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you so much, $1 Billion Nate, aka Nathaniel Crawford, for being on today. And I strongly encourage you, even on Instagram. You may not be able to see him, but please check out his Instagram and really learn about what this brother's doing, because you're going to be reading about him again and again and again and again. And you need to know that you saw him right here on BBI Talks. Okay, don't forget when that $1 billion check comes.
I got you. I got you. Yes.
All right, then. I'll talk to you soon, $1 Billion Nate.
All right. Happy birthday.
Thank you, love. Thank you very much. All right, now. Peace.
All right.
Awesome. That was a lot of fun. I tell you, $1 Billion Nate, he has always been, one of those brothers in the community, just a solid brother, a great brother of integrity. And in the real estate game, I'm sure you can appreciate that. You really want somebody that you can trust, Yes. It's important that we share contacts like $1 Billion Nate with one another. And I know I keep calling him that. He may have to change one of his Instagrams to $1 Billion Nate, because I don't know if anybody will remember what his real name is, but but it is Nathaniel Crawford. So we're ready for the next guest. How you feeling?
Let's do it.
Okay, so here is Brother Jonathan from JB's
Hey, what's happening?
Record. How you doing?
Doing well. How y'all doing?
Doing fantastic, brother. Now, Naomi, you know how I am. I'm really big on records. I love the sound of records. I love the bass, that bottom you get when you play a record. I love the little when that record is going around. You know what I'm talking about, Brother Jonathan?
Oh yeah, the warmth of it all. I got you.
Yes, the warmth. And so, Brother Jonathan, please introduce yourself and introduce your beautiful Black-owned business.
My name is Jonathan Blanchard. I am the owner of JB's Record Lounge, which is in historic West End of Atlanta, Georgia. We've been there since 2018. Hey. Yeah. And we're actually running a holiday sale this weekend starting Friday. We're running 50% off all used vinyl. We've got about 14,000 pieces, and we are in about 500 square feet, so we need space. So I'm trying to get rid of some stuff. So we're running a big sale Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're open 12 to 6 Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And if you're in town, come on down and see about us.
Now, do you also ship? So if there's something that they see on your website or Instagram, you can actually package it and ship it to them?
If you go to our website, you can find everything that we have online. I think we've got about 3,500 pieces online that you can buy, and we're constantly adding things daily. We got all kind of stuff. How many of you are you familiar with this?
Tony.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Classic.
With Anniversary and Slow Wine and Lay Your Head on My Pillow. All that kind of stuff.
Lay your head on my pillow.
What about this one?
Not the Badu, Mama's Gun. Oh, I love it.
And what's great about this album is it was recorded on reel-to-reel on analog.
Really?
Wow.
So there's nothing digital about this record. You have some records that are digital pressings onto vinyl, but this is straight from analog tape. That's how they recorded it, and they put it on vinyl here.
So that's why she said she's an analog girl in the digital world.
Yeah, yeah. And then we got classics,
What's the classic? Come on now, what's the classic? Funkadelic, y'all, on wax.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it.
So we've got everything ranging from Euro classical, jazz, pop, rock. We specialize in world music, which is primarily for us Afrobeat and reggae.
So you got that Burna Boy.
Yeah. Yeah. Boozy Banton.
Hey.
Pond the river, pond the bank, pond the river.
Come on now. Come on now. That classic reggae, that dance hall. Come on now. Look,
Yeah,
this
got a little yellow man.
Nothing like it. Nothing like it in this world to be able to listen to music that way. I mean, truly. And it's no offense against the new wave DJs. I respect you. I honor you because I love music. I love what you do with music. However, that original DJ
feels different.
It's a different feel. It's just a completely different feel. And I reminded of House Party when they were dancing and I think it was Martin Lawrence's character kept hitting the DJ stand. He said, "Who's scratching up the record?"
Yeah.
But I mean, just to know that we have this jewel in the city is just incredible. You want to share something?
We also have record players.
And you got record players. Now I need that. Because I have I have inherited, my mother's still living, thank God, but she gave me my inheritance or that part of it a little early. I asked her for her record collection. And so and we talked about that on the phone. And actually, brother, if you go, give him a call, he'll tell you how you can kind of find out the value of your records too. Yeah. And so that's a whole nother thing. I don't know if you want to share that now or if you just want to have them call you and find out.
Well, I can absolutely share it. One thing you can do is let me see. Okay, this is a 45, right?
Okay.
On the inside here, right here, there's a number. There's a code. If you type that code into your search engine, or you type that code into, like for this one, I can see it. You can see it in light. It says HS1909105. It's right there in the black. It's edged. It's carved in. And this is on every piece of vinyl ever made. It's in here. So if you put that number into something called Discogs, or you put it in Amazon or anything like that, your exact record will come up. Your issue of that record will come up, and you can pretty much gauge the prices from that. What people have paid for it in the past, how many people are looking for it versus how many people have the record. So you can get a pretty good idea of what it would sell for depending on the condition that it is in.
What makes a record valuable? What are the attributes of
desire?
A valuable record, yeah.
Desire.
Oh, okay. That's it.
How bad somebody wants it.
Okay. In the eye of the beholder, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Beyond that, the number of the particular piece that's been created, that's been made. So, for example, if they only did one run of 1,000 records, then that's going to be a pretty valuable record if people like it. I mean, it could be you did 1,000 of Chuck from around the corner, probably not.
Right.
But if you did 1,000 copies of Thriller, that's a little different. You know what I mean? And then of course, the quality of the record, whether it has scratches on it or not. Sure.
What kind of money are we talking about? Like, for example, if you happen to be one of those who have like the original 1,000 run of Thriller, what could that potentially be worth?
I couldn't imagine. I would say hundreds of thousands, easily. Wow. I've got a record in my shop right now. I've got a record in my shop right now that is a copy of, I want to say, the 1974 Morehouse Jazz Ensemble, and it's running for $1,500. It's sealed. It's never been opened. It's an original.
Wow.
So I mean, it just varies.
That's
But then you
amazing.
got records that are great records, like a Lionel Richie record or something like that you can still get for $1. But it's all about what it means to you, what it feels like to you, you know. Then of course it's a matter of the quality of the record, the quality of the cover. Is it in good condition? Does it have water damage? Does it have mold? Even when you can see scratches on records, if you see the scratch but you can't touch it, it's not a big deal. If you can touch it, or even if the record is torn,
Okay.
it may still play. You just have to play it and see. But quality of the record and the condition of the record play a large part in, for example, how I would price it in the store. Also, how much I paid to get the record will determine also how much I put it on the shelf for.
Got
I
you.
feel like you got everybody
Got
running
you.
to your base,
That
running
is
to their
awesome.
basements right now. They're checking their records.
Bring them on. Bring 'em on. Happy birthday.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And you know, I'm going to be going through my record collection tonight, and don't nobody roll up on my spot. Try to see if I got that Thriller album. but that is just fantastic, brother. I mean, how did you even get into opening up a record store?
I am
especially now having moved into this digital era. How did that even come about?
Well, I'm a full-time musician. I grew up listening to records, and I started collecting records when I was in college at Tennessee State. Hold on just a minute. I'm sorry. I got little.
Oh no, I see the little guy.
This is.
How are you?
The future CEO.
Oh, y'all have to see. Too handsome.
So cute.
And just as inquisitive. I love it.
Very. So I started the shop as part of my portfolio. You know, when I start thinking about, let's say I can no longer sing and act, or I grow weary of it, or just wanting to add more. It's kind of like an investment. So the record store is just pretty much something that I love to do, that I would do for free, but it has become part of my portfolio that I can pass on to my son and my other ancestors that are coming.
Oh,
that's beautiful. That is beautiful, brother. And I'm so glad you said that, because that's how we all should be thinking when we're building our businesses, is how can we build it in such a way where we can leave it for as a legacy, a generational wealth provider, right? Or way of building generational wealth. You know, that's the key. That's the goal, is that our children won't have to do the same things that we have to do to lay that foundation, that every generation will get stronger and will get better and more successful.
Right. And every generation does, whether they intend to or not, they do make it a little easier, you know. My grandfather was a military vet. He came out of Brownsville, Tennessee, a 7th grade education. And because he was a military vet, he was able to get a job at Firestone, which wasn't hiring Black men unless you had served in the military.
Wow.
Though that job eventually gave him cancer, he was able to support a family with 10 children, my mother being the eldest, and a wife. And well, I guess at this point, all of them have gone to college, you know. So they did what they had to do, so that my mother, which is only she'll be actually 72 in a couple of weeks. She was able to go to college.
Beautiful. Tell her I said happy birthday in advance.
I will. My dad is born a day before her.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. So my father, he when he was coming along, there were limited options as far as what Black men could do if they wanted to be professionals. So they oftentimes ended up in jobs where they were a necessity, not necessarily something that they had a passion for. but they made that sacrifice so that then I can struggle to follow my passion. And then I make a sacrifice, and you all make sacrifices. So these ones come behind us don't have to struggle as much to follow their passion. So this is how we create freedom.
That's right.
So that's really what the record store is about. And once he gets to a certain age, he can do what he wants to with it. I'm not, as much as I love it and I love what I do and I love the people that it brings me into contact with, I'm not attached to it. So if he wants to continue it, he can. If he wants to sell it, he can. Whatever he needs to do, so that his happiness is, at the forefront.
That's awesome.
And it's funny that you said if he wants to sell it, he can. And
businesses are made to be
it's funny. My biological brother, he's a Morehouse grad, the house. And one of the things that he taught me is, I'm telling you, one of the things that he told me is that, you can sell your businesses and make even more money from the sale of the business than you probably did when you ran it yourself, because that next person may be able to see it in a way that you don't see it, or may have access to resources that you don't have access to that will allow them to scale your business in such a way. So why not? I mean, sometimes it becomes, and I don't want to oversimplify it, but sometimes it's a product that you're presenting to another business owner that you can sell it, but you can take the money proceeds from that sale and do wonders with it. Absolutely. Do wonders with it. So I thank you so much, big brother, for joining us today. Please share with everybody how they can reach out to you, your social media handles, as well as any contact information you want to share.
Absolutely. Our website is www.jbsrecordlounge.com. Also on Instagram at JB's Record. We are on Facebook at JB's Record Lounge. My phone number is 404-322-7242. And I can be contacted just about anytime. If you get the voicemail, I will call you back. And we specialize in finding what you're looking for.
And he's very responsive, y'all. I mean, I reached out on him on Instagram, and it was like, I'm just gonna pick up the phone and call my brother. And we just hit it off very well. He has a beautiful family, and I love what you do, brother. Please continue to fight that fight and provide to the community what we need. Okay? Absolutely. And I thank you so much. And greetings to the little one. What's his name again?
His name is Cairo.
Aww.
All right, brother Cairo.
Say bye.
You're next.
Bye, Cairo.
Hold on, let me.
Cairo. Thank you for coming on the show, brother Cairo. All right, brother. Thank you again. We're going to see you around at jbsrecordlounge.com, and please order your records as well as your record players right there from the store.
And don't forget, this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 12 to 6, we're running a 50% off sale. So this is where you want to come. If you want to start your collection, or you want to get some gifts for the holidays, this is the place to do it. Unique, specialized gifts for a low price.
Nice.
That's right. And I'm going to cop me a couple of records 50% off. What you say? All right.
Come on, do birthday girl.
Look. I will be there. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Peace. Naomi, I don't know about you, but I am having a wonderful time. I'm really enjoying this.
It's fun. It's almost like an early Christmas.
I mean, look, I don't personally celebrate Christmas, but if you're looking for gifts, if you're looking for businesses that you can patronize and feed two birds with one stone, because I don't believe in killing two birds with one stone, but no, feed two birds with one seed. How about that? But if you're looking for the opportunity to both buy black and get a wonderful holiday gift, man, you do all your shopping right here on BBI Talks. This is what it's about. So, okay, I have some people that are a little bit behind schedule. I don't see them in queue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull from who I have available, and we just going to make it do what it do. Sound good?
Surprise visit. Let's go.
Okay, so we have Brother Marcus, and I don't see his partner in love and purpose yet. She may join us later on, or she might be doing some other things. Sister Cecilia with the Marriage Keepers. Yeah.
Hey.
Look,
hey, how y'all doing?
Man, we are doing fantastic. Brother Marcus, I'm about to let the world know what my secret sauce to marriage was. You ready? This is my secret sauce to marriage, y'all. Y'all ready for this? The Marriage Keeper Show. That was my secret sauce right there. I gave it all out. I promise you, the things I learned on your show, Brother Marcus, you and your beautiful wife, that's why I had that beautiful black man back there right now. Now, that's real talk, because you knew me when I was married the first time, divorced, and married again. How you doing, Brother Marcus?
We thank God for every blessing He throws our way, and we are certainly looking forward to being of service to you. And I want to say happy birthday to you, and I hope that this will be a wonderful birthday for you. You are a very hardworking servant of ours, and we love you very much.
Thank you. Love you too, big brother, and I appreciate that. I really, really do. So, Brother Marcus, for those who may not know that this wonderful resource is out here, what are the Marriage Keepers?
The Marriage Keepers are your brothers and sisters in marriage. We are the marriage keepers. We're not the marriage destroyers. So you should not come to us if you've already figured you're going to get divorced, because we don't know how to help you get divorced. We only know how to help you try to stay married. And it's a process to it, because so many of us are just, when we come to a marriage counselor, a lot of times we've already made our minds up. We really are looking for somebody to agree with us. And that is not what we're doing. The only side that we're on when we do counsel, and that's me and my wife, when we counsel people, we're on the side of truth. And we try to get between you, we try to get between him, and we try to find God in what you're saying. Because a lot of times when we get angry and we upset, God has left the room. God don't even know nothing about this marriage no more, because we've totally erased him from the picture. And so we try to bring God back to the marriage. And that's the only way that I know it can be successful, is when we put him first and foremost in our life.
That is absolutely right. And I remember when Anthony and I got married, in our wedding vows, we were told that the marriage is between my husband, myself, and God. That's the marriage.
Yes.
That's the marriage. And you really said a mouthful, because oftentimes we forget all about God in the equation. We forget that we're serving God first, then our spouse. See, I learned that from the marriage people.
We don't know that. We don't know that there's a God that's watching you. He watches how we act with one another. And I don't want to say God is like Santa Claus, but I want to say that God is looking at you and he's checking his list, and he's checking it twice, finding out whether you were naughty or nice during this year of marriage. And that's why we do the retreats every year for couples to see how they're faring in their marriage. And we got something coming up this weekend in Houston. They're going to be bringing us in, and we have other cities and stops that we're going to be making. But the idea here is to assess your marriage. A lot of us have never been assessed. We don't know how we're doing.
Right.
And the wife is frustrated as hell. The husband is frustrated as hell, but we don't know how to creatively talk with one another to bring it out that we're frustrated. And so the marriage retreat gets us the opportunity to talk to each other. Our counseling session gives us an opportunity to talk with each other and to get us moving toward the same page. And that's what the idea is for the marriage retreat. We have to try to reconcile. You know, it gets me so sick, sister, when I hear that people are going to court and they're saying that there are irreconcilable differences. What do you mean irreconcilable? What's going on that's just irreconcilable? You didn't know none of this starting off with this person. You didn't know none of this. So the thing that we want to do is we want to talk about the differences, because there are going to be some natural differences between you and that man, you and that woman. There are going to be some things that you're going to discover along the way, and you be like, what? That's what you're going to say. You're going to say, what? I can tell you this. I can tell you that those differences, a lot of times, that is the reason why we are so quick to divorce, because we don't know how to handle people's differences. It's not a big deal. It could not be a big deal, but we make it a big deal by the way we respond to it. And that's what I want to say, that we definitely have a little bit of work to do in our marriages, and that's what the idea of counseling is for. It's counseling, and we also do the 10-year. We do the marriage retreat every single year by the grace of God, and we have this new assessment, Sister Karriemah. This assessment so many couples are using it. I don't know if you have sat down with your husband and discussed your mindset. What mindset were you in when you first got married? Was it a resolute mindset? Was it we have 4 other categories that it is. One of them is a fairy tale concept of what a marriage is supposed to be. And if you in that kind of mindset, I don't know if you'll ever be happy, because we meet couples who never put both feet into the marriage. They put one foot in. They're testing the water. They put their baby toe in to the marriage pool, and then they wonder why they can't get the marriage going, because you ain't never committed in the first place. You gotta put both feet in and say, I'm in this regardless of whom or what. This is my baby. You know, and when you say that as a man, as a woman, and you know that you mean it from your heart, then I can tell you that a lot of times that is the only real push that you need, because you know you got to do some self-work. Self-work is very important in the marriage struggle. Minister Farrakhan told us, he said self-improvement is the basis for community development. We have to improve ourselves. So that's what I would offer to your beautiful audience in 2020.
And beyond.
And beyond.
So really the Marriage Keepers, I mean, is really a wonderful resource, y'all. I mean, there's the Marriage Keepers show. So every Sunday night you can tune in and get wonderful answers to the questions that you've always had, or you may have been a little too shy to ask, so you can ask on that show. That's been going on at least 10 years now?
Yes,
the Marriage Keepers?
It has been.
About 10 years. And I think I've been listening for all 10 years. And, and then it's wonderful. Then when I was single, you hosted wonderful singles events.
Yes,
so you had that every year. And then now, most recently, you hosted a marriage retreat. My husband and I, we did attend.
Yay.
And we had a fantastic job. Fantastic. I mean, first of all, just how you and your beautiful wife set the stage, okay? How you set the stage for the retreat. Oh, look, my husband bringing the merch, y'all. He bringing the merch. This is the marriage retreat. This is our Marriage Keepers t-shirt, y'all. Y'all got to get one. Yes, marriagekeeper.com. Look, he's excited. Now that tells you something right there. For a man to be excited about marriage retreat, like that's right. I don't know about anybody else, but
we
it
have
is difficult
to make
to
marriage fashionable again. We have to make marriage fashionable again. You know, and that's what it's about.
And you know, it's great for him as well. And I think a lot of men that are married, they're concerned that it's going to be a male bashing session, and it's nothing like that.
No,
can I tell you a little bit? Can I tell them just a little bit of what they look forward to? Just a little bit. They have a woman's-only room.
Well, we have we have a husbands-only session that we are going to do, and we have a wives-only session, and we did it twice this year, to give us men a chance to talk with each other about our issues as men. And you would be surprised as to what men are feeling and thinking about marriage today. Then we have a women's only session where no men are allowed in the room with us, with the women when they do their session. It's just for women to talk with other women, and it's very powerful. And we know that we can't do any of it without having some peace with each other and ourselves first. And that's the main idea of this whole idea of marriage. We got to bring more peace to our marriage and to ourselves. We have to. And I hope that God will bless us to continue to do this work. The website is very simple to log on to get our books. Because we got 11 books that we've published. 11
we didn't even get to that yet.
Oh, God. The books that we publish are so helpful because I know what I went through. I know what I went through, and I didn't have much help. You know, a lot of people encourage you to get married. They say, get married, get married, get married. And you go ahead and get married. And then you like, okay, now what? Now what? So we wrote books to help you as you are trying to be a better husband, a better wife.
Right.
And the books are all the latest round of books are all tip books. 200 tips on being a good blended family mother, 200 tips on parenting, 200 tips on being, if you have a blended marriage. Well, there's tips that you can do that we have vetted, and it will definitely help you as you try to be a better stepfather, better stepmother. We don't call them that, but that's really, you know, what it is. So the latest book that we've written has been a wonderful godsend for a lot of couples, and it's for men. It's called, one second here. It's called Marriage Leadership: How to Lead Your Wife and Family During These Trying Times. A lot of problems can be solved if the husband would learn how to lead his wife. I have
That's right.
been around a lot of marriages, and I know what I've heard women say. We are not necessarily leading. And when we look for the woman to do everything and we do nothing as men, we sit back and we chill. I'm chilling, that's a problem because the woman don't ever chill.
Yes.
So you get to chill as a husband, and a lot of times we find
Marcus.
huh? What? I hear you. What you say? I'm sorry.
I said, teach, Brother Marcus.
Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am. I just want to say.
I can. I'm saying teach on. I'm bearing witness.
Thing. Leadership is everything to a marriage, and this book will give you 200 tips on leading your wife, and it's not an ugly thing. It's not a follow me kind of thing. It's a leadership. Leadership is not always said to you. It's something that you have to practice. You have to practice leadership with your wife, and she will follow you. Oh my God, she will follow you beautifully because you are practicing leadership with her. And a lot of times, we as men don't know how to get women to follow us. We are so dogmatic in how we try to get them to follow me. No, it's not that way, brother. You got to entreat her and make her take a look at things. And then, I tell brothers all the time, leadership with women, they like when you tell them you coming home as a brother, you coming home, you normally get home about 5 o'clock. You tell your wife, baby, I want you to pack your stuff for a couple of nights. We getting out of here. She asks you, where we going? I ain't telling you. Just come on with me. And she say, oh my God, she get all tingly.
Come on now.
Tingly inside.
I'm excited. And my husband didn't even say it yet.
I'm telling you, we have lost that magic. Being with a black man is magic for a black woman. Being with us should be magic for both of us because you got magic too, sister. Right. You got
Come
magic.
On now.
We've lost that magic here in America. We've lost some kind of way where we just have boring, mundane, watch TV tonight, get up, do it all over again tomorrow. It's no magic to it, and I just want us to get back to magic. And so this book is very important. And it's only $10. I know a lot of people out there are gurus. They got all kind of volumes to their stuff. This is a simple book to help you, and it's just $10. And you can get it on the website www.themarriagekeepers.com. Again, that's www.themarriagekeepers.com, and you can get this book. And you can also get my marriage tips book. I got a wonderful book of marriage tips, and couples from all over the United States have told us that they bought the book from us and they have practiced a tip a day, and they just restarted over when they get through with it. Because the idea is to keep on going and putting more love. The way you love your wife today, don't think that it's over. Don't think that I can never love her more than I did. I thought I loved Cecilia when I married her in 1992. I thought I loved her then. I did. But the way I love her now is so much more interesting,
Mhm.
so much more engaged, because we are practicing loving ourselves and each other differently. And I thank God for that opportunity to share what I'm learning with the audiences that we come across. So thank you, sister. I'm very, very happy
Awesome.
that we could be of service to you today.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also, brother also has a courtship book as well. And I would say this, the courtship before the one that the brother who I courted before the brother who I actually married, that was a successful courtship too, because we went through 200 and something questions that we asked each other and just decided, you know what, we're not a good fit. That is a part of marriage keeping, is marriage selection. Selecting the right spouse for you. And so, it's no hard feeling, you know, when you go through those questions, you just realize, okay, we're not in alignment. But then when Anthony came along and I'm going through questions with him and everything, check, 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 check. And on his book, he's saying, check, 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 check. Then we good to go. And then that's the thing we have to understand too. Courtship, when we're talking about really getting to know each other, it is successful whether you decide to move forward in marriage or not. Because I promise you, I remember student Mr. Nuri said, I'd rather see a bad one go than a good one come. And I never understood that till I experienced it. But having books like what you have written that allows you to drill down into the essential things that will carry over into your marriage is so critical in mate selection and having a successful marriage. So I thank you, brother, for all your hard work, you and your beautiful wife. I thank you for the counseling sessions that you offer to the community. I thank you for the marriage retreats and the singles retreats that you offer to the community. We don't understand. This is national security, y'all. It's not all of that military stuff that shows, you know, people marching and all that. That's a part of it. But the real national security is protecting our families. And so I thank you, brother. I honor you. I honor your wife. Y'all have always been such beautiful friends and sister and brother to me and to my family. And I appreciate that. And I want the world to know how much you mean to me and how much your wife means to me and your family means to me. Okay? Sister Naomi, did you have a question you wanted to ask?
No, I just appreciate, you can see the passion, you can see the dedication to the family, to, you know, keeping that marriage going. And I think it's beautiful. And I love the magic and the imagination. It makes me just have those sparkles up in the air.
That's
magic.
So, and if you ain't got none, if you don't have no magic, then come on and see a brother who can teach you about getting some magic back again.
Marriage magic, y'all. I like it.
Thank you so much. May Allah bless you both, and thank you for being a part of this experience with me. I'm grateful to be here. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Same to you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming on. And this is not the last time you're going to hear from Brother Marcus. He's going to be, I'm going to invite him on to my other endeavor, which I will announce a little later on in the show. But I thank you for joining us today, because you have added so much to this presentation, brother.
Thank you so much, sister, and have a beautiful and safe evening. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Peace. Assalamu alaikum. Woo, Naomi. I mean,
that was beautiful.
Wasn't that awesome?
I do. I'm serious. All I can think is marriage magic.
Yes. And what I love about Brother Marcus and his wife is that they really inspire me. They inspire my family to, you know, keep plugging away at the marriage. It doesn't have to be hard. It's work, yes, but it doesn't have to be hard. I think we make it more hard than really it should be, you know?
And I think that's when you know you're doing it all yourself. When you're doing it all yourself and you're taking God out of the equation, that's when it gets hard.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on, Naomi. You teaching that. You are teaching that. Well, we got our next guest. Everybody just coming in. They coming in. Are y'all still with me? Instagram? What's going on with y'all? Y'all still there? Y'all didn't poop out from the partying, have you? I hope not. I hope y'all can hang till the end. How you gonna invite people to my house and then y'all go to sleep? And it's a party going on. Where they do that at? So I got my next big brother. You already know Naomi. I ain't got a sense. No sense. But
I already knew what today was going to be like.
Dear boy coming on. I'm telling you, I'm just having just a wonderful time. I am. But I got a brother that's going to come on. I really can't say too much about this brother. First, I want to announce him, and then I want to tell you about this brother, and then have him share with you what he's got going on. Brother King Cam, y'all.
Peace, family. Peace, family.
What's going on, Brother King Cam? This is my cousin Naomi.
Hey,
hello,
Sister Naomi.
nice to meet you. Doing well, thanks.
So yes, I'm going to tell y'all something that y'all probably don't know about this brother. He's going to introduce himself again and tell you what he does. But I want to let you know that the reason why you see Professor Karriemah Lotus on StreamYard having podcasts and Facebook Lives and YouTube Lives and everything else I got going on this social media is because of this brother right here. Brother King Cam right here. He introduced me to something that I think he's going to talk about. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag yet. But he introduced me to something that I'm greatly appreciative of. And I've been telling Naomi about it. I've been calling my cousin, telling her all about what I'm learning and who I'm learning it from. And I thank you, brother, for introducing me to this because it has really just changed the game for me. So please, brother, introduce who you are and what you do and what is your Black-owned business, brother?
Yes, ma'am. Well, first, I would just like to say that I am humbled and thankful to have been invited on this beautiful platform of yours, Professor Karriemah. So, again, I'm thankful for you allowing me to come on and speak to your audience and to be a part of this celebration, for your birth anniversary. So this is a beautiful thing, very creative idea as well. I've not been on too many platforms where people are actually doing something like this. So it's a very creative idea as well. So I'm just thankful and humbled to be on
Thank you. Praise be to Allah.
Yes, ma'am. And as far as me, I am a student of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan in the Southern region under the leadership of Student Minister Abdul Sharif Muhammad, Muhammad Mosque number 15. I am a business owner and just a humble servant. I have a personal brand on social media, and I'm a life coach as well as a social media marketing and brand strategist. So I teach people self-improvement and digital real estate. But the biggest thing is that I'm just a servant and hopefully a helper of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
That's right. That's right. And I tell you now, as a soldier, this is a soldier. This is a soldier y'all looking at. Like for real, for real. This ain't one of those, I got to go out with the final calls again. No, that's not that kind of brother right there. This the kind of brother that be talking smack. I'm about to go out and teach Farrakhan today.
That's right. That's right.
That's the FOI after my heart right there.
Right. Don't even
I love it. I love it. I love it too.
If you don't want to
come on now, if you don't want to bring his name, he ain't the one to be around.
That's right.
You already know what time it is.
I already know what time it is.
Come on now.
Ask me. Don't even fix your lips to even ask me to go off of that or to try to tone it down and do none of that. No, we ain't doing none of that.
Come on.
Invite me on.
That's right. And that's how we do, brother. We live this. It's a way of life. This ain't no Friday, no nothing to this ain't no Friday only, Saturday only, Sunday only. Right. This is a way of life. Every day, all day.
Every day, all
this
day.
is what we do. All day. And I want to thank you. The training that you introduced me to is the digital real estate training. It's the ABS Tribe, and I know you've been hearing about that on various social media platforms, founded by Brother Ben X and Brother Jake Taylor, right?
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I mean, they're just doing tremendous work. How did you get introduced to it?
How did I get introduced to digital real estate? Well, when I was introduced to it, it wasn't called digital real estate. All I was doing was I was just following Brother Ben X. I was just, I followed Brother Ben X on all his social media outlets, specifically, YouTube. And when he talked about creating a course and a class for social media, is how I came to get into the class. When he said he was going to start teaching it, as soon as he dropped the price and, had everything packaged up, I was like, I'm in the class. And I've just been a student of his as far as digital real estate since the beginning. And you may have heard it mentioned in several classes that it's digital real estate now, but it didn't begin as digital real estate. And Brother Jake touches on this in Purpose to Profit, but your product transforms, through time. So that's really what the digital real estate did, was it transformed through time to where it's at now. But it didn't start like that. But I was just humble enough to be in a position to be able to learn from Brother Ben and watch him do exactly what he's teaching us to do. So there's nobody that can tell me that Brother Ben X doesn't know anything about social media, because everything that I have done on social media is because I learned it from him. And it's the same way with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. He's shown and proved everything that he teaches us. So it's the same concept.
That's right.
It's the same principles. So I can verify and bear witness to the digital real estate, to the ABS Tribe, because I have done all and put into practice what I was taught. So, that's how I came into it, just following Brother Ben X and his content.
And y'all, I mean, for those who may not be familiar with it, there are several training packages that you can get on. And so the digital real estate, or now Purpose to Profit, is one of several different things that you can learn. You can learn, one is the Drop Shipment Bandit. You've got the Wealth Builder Bundle, which, look, my husband was just going into the system, just ordering all kinds of training programs. He was like, oh no, we're going to be free tomorrow. And this is what it's about, is how can we be free right now? This COVID-19, if it hasn't taught us anything, it should have taught us that the only ones we can rely on and depend on is God and ourselves.
That's right.
That's it. God and ourselves. And so we have to go ahead and learn what we need to learn. And you mentioned something earlier about how you had learned from Brother Ben X, right? Brother Ben X is a millennial. He's a very young brother, right? He's a man, but he's a very young brother, right? In comparison to me and my husband, right? And so there's a lesson for us who are older, that we have to be humble enough to learn from our younger brothers and our younger sisters.
Absolutely.
We have to be humble enough, because if we're not humble enough, the very thing that this brother and others has to share with us could be the very thing that saves our lives.
Absolutely.
And that's real.
That's real. And I think also too, when you think about just the concept of the whole of digital real estate, the ABS Tribe, teaching our people how to free themselves now is very important, because a lot of things are things that take an extended period of time. When you talk about the liberation of Black people and things like that, some things are going to take extended a period of time. But when you look at the finances, when you can teach finance and self-improvement at the same time, then you are knocking not only two birds out with one stone, but you are setting the people up now to be able to speed up the things that may take a little bit longer as it pertains to growing our own food, as it pertains to creating our own communities. Well, all of that has to start with an economic base. And the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and him teaching us the duality of the cross and teaching us about the horizontal and the vertical. You cannot have horizontal success without having the vertical success. So you have to have the spiritual teaching and the character building on top of the horizontal success, which is the money and being able to do and financial success. When you can mix those two together, teach those two together properly, and get the people not only to advance financially, but also advance spiritually and socially, and become better people as well, then you create a different type of entrepreneur. You're not creating the type of entrepreneur that's looking to suck the blood from the people. You're creating an entrepreneur that's bringing value, that wants to answer the problems of the people, not suck their blood and still leave them with problems. So the beautiful thing about it is that we're creating a community of people, a cadre of entrepreneurs now that can go out and begin to be that financial base where we can get into actual physical real estate. You can get into farmland. You can get into other things that we need, but all of it takes money. And we know, as the minister said, we can't sit around and rely on people's donations and their charitable giving. You got to get some business owners behind you, and some entrepreneurs and some investors that's going to put the money up. So we have to be those investors, those business owners that's going to help make what the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan word bond.
That's right. And you know, I remember the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said that our open enemy does not want to see that marriage between the spiritual and the economic, because once those two do marry on, it's all over. And that's why they love to put certain celebrities and athletes up in front of us as window treatment, is the language that he used, as a little carrot that they dangle in front of us. But they never wanted any of those celebrities to have the mindset of the resurrection of our people. They never wanted to see that type of spiritual mental development marry on with their wealth. But as time shows, brother, it's already all over, because we got Busta Rhymes out there with his project that's fire, talking about Master Farah Muhammad.
Come on.
And using his wealth and using his influence to promote the better way in which we should be living our lives, right? We got T.I., Killer Mike. Killer Mike opened up a bank, a black-owned bank, right? From listening to the minister. T.I. talking about we need to go after these insurance companies like Lords of London for their participation in slavery, and we need to get reparations from them. Who are they hearing these things from?
That's right.
The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. So it's already all over. We flying through prophecy.
That's
Naomi,
right.
did you have a question for brother? Oh my gosh, my cake is here. Do you have a question for brother?
I don't, but I do have to say, like, I love the marrying of the finances along with the responsibility to the community, and, you know, just being that base for your community, not just making your money and worrying about yourself and your own family, but also just being a base for the community to build on and to get better. And I mean, I love that. That's wonderful. And I have also been checking out a lot of things on your website. So yeah, it's really great, and I can't wait. Yeah, that is all due to the girl right there. Absolutely, to the birthday girl. But yeah, no, I do love what I'm seeing, and I can't wait to see more. It's gonna be amazing.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yes, ma'am. So, you know, again, I'm just thankful.
And that's the thing too, is that when we find out about great programs like this, great training like that, we can't be afraid to share it. We have to share it.
Absolutely, I agree.
We have to share it. If you're really my friend, if you're really my fam, I should be willing to share these things.
Absolutely. I mean, we gotta put our people on. The same mentality we had when we was doing things that was illegal, then we have to do the same thing when we doing things that are legal, you know, because we
That's
trying,
right.
we trying to get our people out of this condition. So absolutely, you gotta share it with as many people as possible, and the value of it is so important because what I understand now is that a lot of Black people want to start a business and they will go and start a
Yes.
business, but they don't really know what they're doing. See, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said that
Right.
one of the sciences that they did not teach us on purpose was the science of business. So we go
That's
out, we
right.
get an LLC, we'll go out and we may have a service or even a product that we want to give to the people, but we don't know how to go about marketing it to the people. We don't know who we want to market it to.
That's
We
right.
don't know the strategy. We don't have no strategy on what we doing. We just doing stuff. And in the process of that, you buying all this equipment and you buying this and you showing up here, you going here. But after about 6 months to a year, you don't really see any progress or any growth. If I was to ask you, well, how much do you make monthly? And you're not able to tell me that straight up, or you don't know how many clients you service on a monthly basis, then that shows that you're not really organized in business and really kind of have everything set up the way it needs to be set up. So, and a lot of Black people are operating like that.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna start a business, and this is what I'm gonna do, but you don't have no direction. So you driving, you in the entrepreneur car, but you swerving. You driving, but you swerving all over the road, and that's because your
Uh-oh. Did
vision
he
is
freeze?
blurred. The vision is blurred. So if your vision now has to be focused, so you have to get into a course or you have to get a business mentor
Right.
that's going to help focus the vision so you can stop swerving all over the highway. So you can get settled into the lane and get to your destination in a safe manner without all the damages of losing money, without all the accidents of, spending money on things that you don't need, out of all of the accidents of just going through business and the obstacles of business. You greatly reduce that when you spend time on getting the vision focused and you're not swerving all over the place. So that is the power of the ABS tribe, and what we're doing now is we giving people that clear vision. So now as they move forward in their business, then they moving forward intentionally with a purpose. They understanding how to build email lists, how to properly market, how to develop a product and a service, who's their target audience. They understanding what their exact purpose is, using their
We have
God-given
a little
gifts.
bit of, I'm sorry, we had a little bit of freezing issue. We're working
Okay.
on it, Brother King Cam.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And people using their God-given tips, gifts, talents, and abilities, and learning how to profit, how to turn it into profit. We teaching people how to create different digital products and things of that nature. So this is what our people need, so they can get clear on the vision. Because most of them just
That's
know that they
right.
don't want to work for nobody else, and they want to work for themselves, but they don't know about product development. They don't know anything about marketing and all of that kind of stuff, which is going to lead to success. So what we doing in the ABS tribe is giving our people that vision. And when people listen to the information that we giving them and apply it to their business, to their service, then they starting to see results. They see
That's
results.
right.
And when you have those results, then it's undeniable.
Absolutely. And there's a separate program, which is the ABS Tribe, which is a series of calls, and there's Zoom-based calls that you can join. Very nominal rate. I think it's like $50 a month, right? But
Yeah.
where else can you go that you can be in a room with literally millionaires and ask them questions directly? I promise you, y'all, I was on the phone and asked the question of Brother Ben and Brother Jake, and they answered it on the spot. And it was a challenge that my cousin will bear witness. It is a challenge that I was fighting through, to the point where, there would be some nights I'd be crying, Brother King Cam, because I could not figure out how to get my messaging right. So I knew my business. I've been making money from my business. Most of my business was referral based, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I still couldn't get my messaging right within this COVID pandemic. And why am I bringing that up? Because whereas before I could knock on doors and go to conferences and meet people and host meetings and all of that as a way of getting things out there,
can't do
with
that
the
now.
quarantine, I was forced to find another avenue to promote my business. And the only avenue left was social media.
Yep, that's it.
I'm talking to somebody out there for real, because there's somebody who's in the same position that I was in and didn't know where the answer was. And I'm saying the answer for me, and I believe is worth the shot for you, is to try this training, any of them that apply to your business, to teach us how to get our messaging right. So when we present it on social media, those who would be our potential clients will see us, will know how to find us, and the business will come. Because
Absolutely.
I can't knock on the doors from like I used to. It's a different ball game. It's a completely different ball game. And so I thank you, Brother King Cam, for being on the show. I thank you for sharing. Would you mind sharing your handle so people can follow you? They can check out your podcast that are fire, by the way. and just, you know, overall, just get your coaching and other services that you offer.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. You can follow me on all social media platforms at Brother King Cam, and that's spelled brother the proper way, BROTHER King Cam with a C, CAM, on all social media platforms. That's YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And if you would like to receive any of my coaching, you can go to linktree.com/Brother King Cam. That'll pull up my link tree. You can get the consultation for social media. You can shop at my store. I have masks, I have t-shirts, I have hoodies, I have apparel, so you can shop there, get merchandise there. And also, if you would like to be a part of the ABS tribe, if you want to sign up for a year subscription to the ABS tribe, you can get that on my website as well. I have my link there, my affiliate link there, so you can go ahead and start your journey on your entrepreneur coaching.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And you also have the Shabazz family, which is
yes, ma'am. We got the Shabazz squad. I had to tone it down a little bit because of some equipment things. Some equipment transition. So in the process of that, you haven't seen as many videos with the Shabazz squad, but we're gonna be back 2021. 2021.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we back.
And when I tell you them things are fire, I always have such a wonderful time watching them. You have beautiful children. Your wife is gorgeous. You're a blessed brother, man. I hope you know that. You blessed.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All right, brother. Thank you for joining me. It's been an honor and a pleasure. And I'll see you around.
Absolutely.
Please.
Peace,
nice to meet you. Thank you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Oh, wow. That was fun.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. I tell you, I mean, everybody needs his services, whether they know it or not. We're not promoting businesses, you know, hand-to-hand contact like we used to. Those days are over, and I don't think they're coming back anytime soon. Because I don't know about you, but I'm not getting no doggone vaccine. You ain't experimenting on me like no lab rat.
Oh my
Ain't
gosh.
nothing rat about me. Nothing. All right, so I got my next guest. Let's see where we at. Oh my goodness, we're a little behind. We really chopped it up. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring Brother Ari the Architect on, and then we're gonna follow up with my beloved sister. I see you in Q, girl. So we're gonna bring Brother Ari up. Brother Ari the Architect is on deck. Yes, I can. How you doing, black man?
I'm over here. You see what I'm doing? I got my little young. here. I gotta cut them up. How you doing today? Happy birthday too.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Look, Brother Ari, to say
Hey,
that you are to
I'm
say
thankful
that
for
you
that
are a
last gift.
barber
Yeah.
for the last gift.
For real.
Brother Ari is, I mean, an incredible barber, y'all. So if y'all are in Atlanta or if y'all want to fly to Atlanta and get like the bomb haircut, Brother Ari, I'm telling you.
And they can
But
hop on my podcast.
well, I was about to say, but it's about more than the haircut. Look, you messed up my little segue. Now I gotta do it over. Let's try this. Look, take two.
Let's go. Rewind.
So not only are his haircuts lit, y'all, but it's about more than a haircut. See, that was the segue into the podcast. You
I'm gonna
also
be
have a
quiet this
wonderful
time.
podcast. When is your podcast, brother?
You said when is it?
When is your
It's
podcast, and how can they find it?
I usually release it every Friday. Every Friday I release it. Every Friday.
And
It's,
what platform can they find it on?
you can find it on YouTube, Anchor. Well, YouTube as far as the visual. Anchor as far as the audio. It's on Spotify, iTunes podcast, Beaker. It's like 10 other platforms. So if you look up More Than a Haircut podcast, it'll take you directly to it. And also Ari the Architect.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
So what's the good word? I mean, I can always look to you for the wonderful growing your food organically and going through your detoxification. How has this journey been for you, big brother?
Um, it's been amazing. Like it's been an overwhelming thing of I say positivity. I haven't been in a place like this in my life. As far as like I did a 21-day juice fast, and
Awesome.
since I've done that, and since I've been in the garden this year, it's just been an abundance of everything flowing in my life from opportunities. Um, definitely a lot of business opportunities outside the barbershop, and my clientele is growing. So it's been taking off for me.
And do you think that the 21 detox fast has contributed to your business picking up?
I say yes. I say yes. It has for the simple fact I wasn't I wasn't as clear and as focused as I have been. This made me like really
Mm.
focus in on what I'm doing intentionally. Where like I just sent out a link where I said if you bring 3 clients from now until March, then you get a free haircut. So every time you bring in 3 clients,
Oh,
you
wow.
get a free haircut. You know what I mean? So it's just more or less with that intent. It's just more or less I know the abundance and overflow in other areas of my life too.
That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. How can people get in contact with you, brother Ari?
They can go on Facebook on Art the Architect as well as Ari Hotel on Facebook, but also on Instagram. They can go on Instagram and follow me under Ari the Architect and just shoot me a DM
Ari
and
the
I can direct you
architect
from
on Facebook. All right. Well, I know that you are busy. I appreciate you joining me, brother. And I'm gonna
now.
have you on again so we can really chop it up like we do.
Oh yeah, I'm ready too. I
But
am ready.
I thank you so
No
much.
problem. Happy
That's
birthday
my big
again.
brother, y'all. I'm telling y'all, holla at the brother. You need a haircut, you get everything right. And if you don't know how
Yeah.
he cuts, you can go to his Instagram page. He's got live video. He show you how he cut it up. He do the before, he do the after.
Hey,
He got it.
you gotta,
He got it.
you gotta tell them look into some gold and silver too.
Some
They hadn't
gold
thought
and
about
silver
that.
too.
Gold and silver.
Look, where can where else can you go and you can get a haircut and talk about investing in gold and silver?
And cryptocurrency.
I don't know where else you can go for that.
For real.
You,
I appreciate that last gift too.
That's why
I
you want
appreciate
a
that
haircut, brother.
Yep. I definitely appreciate that.
Thank you, brother.
No
Thank
problem.
you very much. So, but I'm gonna talk to you soon.
Y'all take it easy.
And I thank you for coming on.
I had to keep my word. Peace.
And I appreciate that. Look, brother was working, but he said he was not gonna miss my birthday bash. And I appreciate you, brother. I
No
really
problem.
do. So I'm gonna go now, but I thank you. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Peace.
All right. Peace.
Okay, so now we are moving on to Power Campus Online Learning. Sister Lisa Muhammad.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Look, y'all. This here is my what is it? Magic After Dark partner.
Yes.
we go to the look. Let me clean this up for people whose minds wander. Okay, so Magic After Dark is from the radio station, and they offer free concert.
Yes. Yes, clarify.
Look for the wandering minds that looking for tea, right?
Yes.
Okay, so they offer free concert. This is my sister that is always willing to roll out with me to see the best shows. We saw Selena Johnson. We seen who else we seen? We seen a lot of people. Look, I'm drawing a blank now.
I know,
we seen a whole bunch of people though.
I can't even think of all their
Tony
names,
Tone.
Yes, talented people.
Brother.
Yes. We've seen quite a few of them.
Some people.
Yes.
Yes. But how I know you in terms of your business is that you used to tutor and teach my children.
Yes, my babies. Yes.
And as a matter of fact, because of especially my son coming through your program, he became a published author at 5 years old.
Oh, that's right.
So thank you, Sister Lisa.
Absolutely. Praise be to Allah, you know.
So please tell everybody about Power Campus Online Learning.
Yes. I'm Lisa M. Muhammad from Power Campus Online Learning, and it is a virtual platform.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Frozen. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, tell the audience about Power Campus Online Learning.
Okay, it's a virtual platform in which we teach students from kindergarten, actually pre-K to 12th grade, virtually live classes.
Sister Lisa?
Yes, I'm here.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Let's
Can you hear me?
So tell us about the service you provide, sis.
Okay. I think you have a connection issue because when you thought the other brother was freezing, I could hear all of what he was saying. So it might be something you need to do on your side. Can you hear me? Because you're frozen for me now. Karriemah, you there? Okay, I'll keep talking. Okay, so Power Campus Online Learning is a virtual platform where my staff and we teach pre-K to 12th grade through virtual live classes. Karriemah, you there now?
I'm here. I had to.
Right, they had me keep talking.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I had to change my internet, but please continue.
Yes, ma'am. So we teach virtual classes and to the homeschool community. I started it in 2015, and really it started from I was tutoring public school children, and I would teach them history and writing and reading, Black history, Black literature, and they loved it so much. I wanted to reach a wider audience. So I decided it was guided to go online and started teaching homeschoolers. So I started teaching public school students through tutoring, but then went on to teach homeschool students. And so we teach students all over the United States, not just Georgia, where I am. We've had students even in Mexico and Canada.
Wow.
So I feel very blessed.
International.
I know, it's such a blessing. To started from being this little tutor driving all around Atlanta in people's homes and stuff to now be in my own home and to be able to reach so many more students than I ever could have driving around in my little car. So,
yes. Look, started from the bottom. Now you made it to the top.
I'm so grateful. Yes.
Oh man, this is one of many things that I love about showcasing Black-owned businesses, because I remember some of the beginnings.
Yes.
of your business, and you have just been steadfast, and you've been focused. You've been crazy organized. Crazy organized. I mean, sometimes I'm like, ooh, I got to get my organization game up, and I'm pretty organized, about my affairs, but you up there, sis. Like I'm looking at that standard, okay?
Yeah.
And just the way that you teach children, I can tell you love children.
I do.
You're talking about, children coming out of public school and all that. And some of them having some of the academic challenges, and not in all scenarios, but in some cases, there's a lack of love.
It most likely always is.
Lack of love. And I think if children are taught with love, love matched with you being just excellent at what you do, and the service that you provide is just a winning. It's a winning ticket. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And the proof is in the pudding. I mean, I look at how successful your own child has been.
My baby.
Yes. Look, I used to say I'm gonna wait on him. But
you don't have to wait on him anymore.
Look, my Anthony came along. Woo! But I was gonna make that wait, girl, because he was just a wonderful young man, and
I'm so grateful.
Talented. Look, you were gonna be my mama. A wonderful man, and just highly intelligent. And so just knowing that you're sharing the techniques that you use with him to help other children. Talk about some of the courses that you offer.
Oh my goodness. So when I started with one class. Actually 2 classes. We had a book club and we had African American literature. Okay. So now we have math, we have reading, we have Arabic, we have Spanish, we have Black history, we have a social studies unit called the Fall and Rise of Great Nations, where we cover the fall of different governments around the world and how that ties to America. What else do we have? We have financial literacy,
Wow.
And we have this essential life skills class, which is equivalent to a home economics class. So you learn about how to properly take care of yourself as a child, grooming yourself, some light cooking skills, how to iron, things that we grew up knowing how to do, but this generation, a lot of them don't know how to do it.
Right.
And so we have like an array of different classes. I feel like I'm forgetting some classes, but we have several classes that we offer on a regular basis.
And some of the courses rotate as well. So that also allows you to bring in more content. And so this is just like, to me, it's the perfect antidote to homeschooling.
Yes.
It's the perfect antidote to those who are looking for supportive academic, or what do you call it? Almost like, what is that language? It is, I can't think of it, but it's when you take courses that complement your usual schoolwork.
Yes, like enrichment.
Thank you. Woo, look, I would have been thinking about that all night. Enrichment courses.
Yes.
So it's just so much you can do with this, and the rates are just so affordable, sister. I mean,
it is. Yes,
it's so affordable compared to other companies that offer, similar services that charge ridiculous amounts of money for it.
We try to keep it affordable so that, we take in consideration, people have multiple children. First and foremost, we take in consideration that, our economy is not doing well right now.
Right.
And so we want to make it affordable. And the way that we have it customized, you can still be in control of your own homeschooling and just use the classes that I offer or Power Campus offer as electives, to complement your own homeschooling. Some people use it as this is it, like take care of my child, but others use it as to fill into their homeschool day. So we're very flexible in, that regard.
And how can they get in contact with you?
Okay, so on Facebook, you could follow us at Power Campus Online Learning. On Instagram, you could follow us at Power Campus Online Learning. And then the website is read4power.com, read4power.com.
Awesome. And I'm putting all of this in the chat box, but of course it's going to be in the show notes as well, so that people can connect with you. And I thank you so much for joining me, Sister Lisa.
I'm so humbled to be here, and happy birthday!
Thank you. Praise to Allah.
So beautiful.
Thank you. A reflection of you, sister.
Praise to Allah. Yes,
and she has such a beautiful spirit, y'all. Y'all have to just really kind of talk to her and really get to know her, because she really is a beautiful sister and a jewel. And we are so blessed to have your company as a resource for us, especially us.
Yes.
You know what I mean by that?
Yes.
Because this is what we need.
Yes.
Whether we recognize it or not, it is indeed what we need. So I thank you for your time. And
Can I say one more thing?
Sure, go ahead.
I forgot to mention this, but we have a spiritual development class that is absolutely free. I teach that class myself, and we have it for high school girls, high school boys. It really is middle school and high school boys, middle school and high school girls. And then I forgot to tell you this, Sister Karriemah, but I have a college age class, spiritual development, that serves 18 to 23-year-olds.
Get out of here.
That started in July. So actually, when I said pre-K to 12, it's actually pre-K to 23.
Wow. That is awesome, sis.
Yes. Free.
Awesome.
Yes. With the trying times we're living in, I just wanted to be able to give back and keep our young people's spirit lifted. And that's what that class is for.
That is beautiful, sister. And I thank you so
Praise
much.
the
And I
Lord.
know Allah is going to bless you in that effort. That is absolutely wonderful. And I will be sure to also put that information on my Twitter feed because I post on my Twitter feed different community-based resources, whether they're free or nominal in cost. And so I will be sure to put that on there. If you have a flyer, please shoot that over to me.
Okay.
So I can go ahead and post it on Twitter so that people can be aware. And I'll also post it on all of my social media outlets. But I thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And I will see you soon.
Yes, yes, yes.
Wow, y'all. I mean, that was awesome. But to know that we have such an incredible resource in the community for our young people and our college students. Like, I never knew that she had these free spiritual enrichment courses. That is phenomenal. I wonder if I could sneak in. You think I can? You think I could, like, get in on that? Get my little spiritual on? I mean, look, some of y'all told me I look like I'm 21. Don't go back on your word. Okay, so now I have a wonderful guest coming up next who is laughing at me. I'm just having a good time, Sister Margaret.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Happy Earth Day.
Thank you. Thank you. For those who don't know, this is Sister Margaret Muhammad from the Georgia Black Contractors Association. Did I say that right?
Constructors Association.
Constructors Association.
Yes, ma'am.
And I mean, look, y'all. I'm just blown away. You know, the minister said everything we need, we have in our community.
Ma'am.
And it's manifesting itself over and over again. Sister, can you please share with the audience who you are, what you do, and what services your wonderful organization offers?
I don't know where to start, but first of all, can you see your flowers? Happy birthday. Flowers.
Thank you.
How you live.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
I love it.
I love it. I absolutely don't know where to start. I'm so floored, you know, but not even beyond what I do. I love the brother at the barbershop. He was busy handling his business and talking.
Yes.
And my sister has grown so much. I didn't know her business had expanded in such a manner.
Yes.
And I have 2 teenage grandchildren. So actually I have 4 teenage grandchildren. I forgot about that. They're getting young on me. I'm going to make sure they get the information.
Yes.
I'm going to make sure they get the information. So thank you so much for all that you do and all that you share with us, because it's such a wonderful thing for the community to know all these small businesses exist. I am Margaret Muhammad. I serve it as the president for the Georgia Black Constructors Association. Although we're a statewide association, we really service the full Southeast region in construction, primarily Blacks in construction, any and all trades. So we are supportive services for prime contractors, although we have members that are general contractors themselves, commercial and residential, plumbers, all trades of construction. So we became established in 2005 because we need an association that advocates for economic inclusion for a regular contractor like myself. So that's how we came about. Yes, ma'am. So we advocate and train. Yes, ma'am.
And it's wonderful. I've had the honor, privilege, and pleasure of attending a couple of events. One of them was here in Atlanta, but the other one was in Albany, Georgia. It was a conference. And just the wonderful resources that you bring together to help Black contractors, whether they're plumbers, electricians, whether they are in renovations, that you help with training for getting government contracts. And I mean, you just really are a wonderful resource and support for those who are really trying to pursue the industry of skilled trades. And I don't even know if people realize what we have among us, you know, in terms of a giant. And not to mention, you have also a wonderful husband who is I mean, just an incredible giant in his own right in politics.
You're just a little biased, but it's okay.
I'm a little biased. Look, let me tell you something. These Caucasian people can be biased on their platforms.
That's right.
And they're not even telling the truth. I'm telling the truth about how good, how wonderful my people are.
Yes,
and so it's important that people know that. You know, it's important people know that. And not to mention, you also have the Auburn Music Festival that you also host.
I'm very blessed to have such a talented family. And I have to really give all the credit to Allah in my training as a Muslim and growing up as a Southern girl. But yeah, original Georgia peach. But I am
singing Southern girl. Come on now.
Girl, that's right. As you say, my husband is a minister in the Nation of Islam, and he's done many good works. We've been very active in the city for the past 30 plus years. Yes. My two youngest manage the Sweet Auburn Music Fest under FC Entertainment, which is their company. It's a PR marketing and events company. And one of their major events is the Sweet Auburn Music Fest. And then there's my oldest, who's in New York, handling his business. He works with one of the major university hospitals in New York. So I've been very blessed.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I would love to have you back on my new endeavor, which I'm going to announce a little later on. I've been teasing it along the way as I come across certain people that come on to the show that I know is going to have so much to share in that platform, because this small amount of time, Sister Margaret, really is not enough to really do what you do justice, right? But I at least wanted to introduce you at least to my audience, because everybody else knows who you are.
Well, we're here to service the community with qualified Black contractors in the state and throughout the region. And most people have this misnomer that Blacks in construction don't know what they're doing, but we built America. We built America. Let me repeat that. We built America. So we're still here. We offer free workforce development for ages 18 and up, and for that they can get a skilled trade, because our people come from skilled trades, plumbing, electrical, masonry, all those trades. So we're here to offer those assistance. And then once they finish their training, they can elect to work with one of the contractors as a mentor. So we're trying to keep us working and moving. So I thank you for the opportunity to present the association and let people know that we're here.
Awesome. And if you wouldn't mind, please sharing how they can get in contact with you.
Well, you can reach us via email at connect@gablackconstructors.org. That's connect@gablackconstructors.org. We are on Facebook as Georgia Black Constructors Association, as well as Instagram and Twitter.
Awesome. And I put that in the notes live, while you were saying it. And I'm also going to make sure that I include it in the show notes. I thank you, Sister Margaret, for bringing me on today. It's been such an honor, and I can't wait to have you back so we can really unpack some stuff. I'm looking forward to learning from you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. That's all I can say.
No, that was wonderful. That was perfect.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so
much.
Yes, ma'am. And love to your family. Wa alaikum salam.
Yes, ma'am. Love to yours. Oh, wow. Can you believe that? I mean, we went from barbering to an online platform for courses, including free spiritual courses, to an association that works with Black contractors. I mean, constructors. I mean, it's just phenomenal what we have in our community. Just phenomenal. Now, I've got two brothers that's coming on. I'm going to announce them and then pop them up on the screen. Y'all ready? Brother Tariq Cardiac Muhammad. Where's my other brother? Look, I gotta bring this down so I can. And Brother Jabrilliant, the engineer, Muhammad. How you doing, brothers? This is Original Man Scientific.
Can everybody hear me?
Can now.
Can everyone hear me?
We can now. We are a go. Oh, I'm so excited to have my brothers on today. Welcome, welcome to BBI Talks, the Black Business Pop-Up Birthday Bash. Say that 3 times fast, brothers.
I can't. I'm not going to try.
Yes, ma'am. Happy birthday, anniversary queen.
Happy birthday, yes.
Thank you. So, I mean, I couldn't host a birthday bash without having y'all on because what you guys are offering is just so phenomenal. And I haven't seen it done the way you do it. Y'all have your own way of doing it. Like I was just like looking through some of the graphics that you sent me earlier today, and I was like, yeah, that need to be on a t-shirt. I need to rock that.
Yes, ma'am.
We were just talking about that.
Right.
You know, right? You with me, right? And this needs to be
absolutely.
on a t-shirt. Yep. Need that too. I mean, but it's just wonderful. Here, share with the audience, please. Introduce who you are again and what you offer and what your business is.
Okay. Jabril, you want to go first?
Yes, sir. I got it. So, peace and blessings, family. Assalamu alaikum. We are Brother Tariq and Brother Jabril Muhammad, Jabrilian engineer, Tariq Cardiac of Original Man Scientific LLC. Original Man Scientific is a Black-owned research and development company geared toward delivering the advantages of R&D to your community. We do that through a number of different arenas, and we did it because we wanted to be able to allow people that look like you and I and people in marginalized communities that have ideas to be able to have access to people who could assist them, have access to equipment, and be able to see their ideas come to life and be protected. And we also have our media arm, which we're so proud of, the STEM Files, which is the voice of STEM talent in Black culture. I'll let Tariq go into that, who is actually our founder and chief operating officer of Original Man Scientific.
Yes. So once again, assalamu alaikum. Thank you, sis, for having us on the show. And December babies rule. Just want to throw that in there. So I'm glad. I'm definitely happy to be there just on the strength of that. I wanted, first and foremost, as Jabril mentioned, Tariq Muhammad, aka Tariq Cardiac. I'm a biomedical research scientist with a concentration in cardiovascular pathobiology, which is the study of how diseases form in the heart and blood vessels. We started the STEM Files as a way to not only highlight and engage scientists and engineers in our communities, but just inside and out the Nation of Islam. We wanted to provide a voice for STEM talent in Black culture. And we wanted to be that platform where Black scientists and engineers can come and share their stories and network amongst each other and grow as individuals and as professionals.
Awesome. And actually, most recently, you hosted, was it a 9-week? Please
9 week.
A 9-week training or course for young people. And I really, even though I know that particular session has ended, I know you probably have other sessions coming up. If you wouldn't mind sharing with the audience what that was all about, because you know my children were all in.
Excellent. Yes, ma'am. So we did what's called a 9-week invention and innovation workshops. So it was 100% online. So for 9 weeks, we were teaching young people between the ages of 8 and 18 how to invent and how to innovate. So we taught them about patents. We taught them how to protect their inventions. We talked about prototypes, manufacturing, licensing your invention to a store or a company for them to sell it. We talked about the documentation that is involved in an invention or innovation. And we also talked about the importance of innovation in the Black community so that we can build that reality that we speak of every day.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Did you want to add something, Brother Jabril? Brother Jabrilliant?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Just really briefly, Original Man Scientific is really a multi-pronged company. When we talk about, advantages for your community, we really see ourselves on a grand scale as, I don't know if everybody's familiar with different areas, but in Philadelphia, if you want to talk about Nicetown, you want to talk about Crenshaw in California, you want to talk about, other quote unquote impoverished or hood type areas, to be able to construct an actual makerspace, an actual research and development facility. So when we're talking about these workshops, we're literally creating that next wave of inventors and innovationalists, right? People and young people who
are able to know and understand, hey, not only do I have an idea, but I was given the tools, I was given the resources, I was given access to people and mentors that can help me achieve these goals. There's nothing like having an idea and being frustrated because you can't fulfill it and you don't even know why.
Right.
So that's a big part of what we do. And like I said, with the STEM files, trying to increase that network and also create help to create our internal talent base for research and development as well.
And just to kind of paint a picture of what we're looking to do, if you look at my Zahn with the Safe Touch Pro, he's literally the perfect example of what we're looking to do with OMS, with using science and technology to create the next generation of inventors and innovators. So if you want to look at what we want to do with OMS and what we are doing with OMS, with not only ourselves and others, look at my Zahn as an example. 30-year-old inventor, he had a product, he saw a problem, he solved it, and is doing great. That's exactly what OMS is all about.
And you guys actually featured him on your podcast not too long ago, which was dope. And for those who may not be familiar, this is the young man who invented the hook that you can open up doors in the midst of this pandemic. You have it with you? That's what I'm talking about. I mean, that is awesome. And I can't remember a brother's name right now, but he was very cool with Nipsey Hussle, may Allah be pleased. And he's a software developer. Do you remember his name by any chance?
Idris Sandu.
Thank you, brother Idris Sandu.
Yep.
And
Sandu.
And he is like absolutely phenomenal. I mean, he's written software programs for Uber. He's done software program. Some of them haven't even hit the market yet, and he already owns the patents to his inventions. And so the thing that I love, one of many things that I love about what you both offer, is not only helping our young people think creatively about inventions and innovations, but also the business and how that can be a generational wealth building endeavor. Because when you own the patent on something, oh my gosh.
It's all yours.
Oh, let me say something. I teach at a university online, right? And one of my students is from China, right? His father invented, now check this out. Do you remember, I don't know if you remember, I may be dating myself. I don't know if you had this when you were in school, but when you had a sharpener and you had to turn the handle, was manual.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it was sitting right there on the wall. Right.
Yeah. Y'all saw that in the encyclopedia, right? So
no. I think we're the last generation that saw that.
Oh, really? Okay. So I don't feel quite so bad. But there's a little piece that's in there that has almost like the little sharp edges, right? He invented that little piece.
So the part that does the cutting.
Yes, he invented it.
Wow.
And he is still making money off of that, to the point where he is paying cash for his son to attend college in America.
That's right.
Okay? From off that invention. We have already since moved on about 12 generations in pencil sharpeners, right?
Right.
But he's still making money off of that invention. And I wanted to bring that up because that's real. Like that's nothing spooky. That is real deal, Holyfield, and our children have that capability. Now, brother Tariq, your background is more so, is it medical?
Yes, ma'am. So my background is in biomedical sciences, along the lines of microbiology and cell biology.
And then your background, brother Jabrillion, is in engineering. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. I have a bachelor's of science in materials science and engineering at the University of Pennsylvania, and I'm currently working as a mechanical engineer focusing on naval ship fluid systems.
Awesome. And see, I wanted to bring that up, y'all, because, in the land of social media prophets and philosophers, right? You don't know what people's backgrounds are, right? And so people can tell you anything. Oh, yeah, I can teach your child, but this is what you do. This is what you are trained in. This is what you are passionate about. And so you're bringing the expertise as well as the desire to see our young people learn the various aspects of STEM and innovation and invention. So I think it's important that we understand that you do have the credentials. And I know sometimes, people may not realize that because y'all got this swag about y'all. And so, you know, the
I don't have nowhere near as much swag as Jabril has.
I love it. I love it. It's the brotherhood, y'all. I love
Brotherhood.
it. You know, but
Yes, ma'am.
it's important because the stereotypes of
Yes, ma'am.
scientists, of engineers, is that you're stuffy and all of
Right.
that, right? But you
Right.
can be intelligent and have swag.
Right.
Like the
Yes,
two,
Oh,
ma'am.
absolutely.
the two go
Facts.
together,
Yes,
Absolutely.
ma'am.
right? And I think young people
Yeah.
need to know
Yes,
that
ma'am.
it's okay to be intelligent. It's okay
Absolutely.
to be exceptionally gifted. And the fact that you're
Right.
bringing a program and a platform
Right.
that they can elevate that is just bomb to me. Is there anything else that you want to share with the audience before we get out of here?
Yes, ma'am. If you'd like to learn more about Original Man Scientific, definitely go to our website at omansci.com. Once again, that's omansci.com. Jabril, you want to handle the social media?
Oh, of course. You know I got to do that. So for our social media for Original Man Scientific, that's going to be for Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at OM as in Mike, A, N as in Nancy, SCI _. That's at OMANSCI _ on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also, lastly, if you want to donate to the STEM Files and see our platform grow, you can donate at hashtag the STEM Files. Hashtag THESTEMFILES. The STEM
And
Files.
please donate, y'all. Please donate. Believe in what these brothers are looking to accomplish and know that they are going to give it everything they got to make sure that our children are where they need to be. And I'm not just one to just say it.
And adults.
I believe
And
that.
adults.
And adults.
Everybody can get it.
That's right.
And adults. And then is there another program coming up? I want to make sure that we know when we can sign up again.
For the invention workshops?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. So right now we're looking at January, but that
Awesome.
information is definitely tentative. And as soon as we schedule everything and set everything up, everybody will know.
Beautiful. And so if they
When's the
follow
next
you on
STEM
your, I'm sorry?
Oh, for the STEM Files, right. So the next episode of STEM Files is tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be talking with Brother Frank X out of Texas. He's specializes in network security. So we're going to be going over the importance of securing our networks.
Beautiful.
So tune in tomorrow, YouTube, the STEM Files.
And it's a wonderful show, y'all. And you have men and women from just the spectrum of the sciences. Just the spectrum. And it's just incredible. I enjoy it. I always encourage my children to watch it as well. And these are safe programs that our young people as well as adults can watch, that we can be edified, that we can kind of learn what is coming around that corner, because we need to make sure that we're prepared for it. So I thank you, brothers, for coming. Sag Life Forever.
Yes. Praise be to Allah.
And I thank you. Greetings to your families. And they got solid women behind them too. So
yes.
I have to give love to the sisters, because look, go ahead, black women. I ain't mad at you. They are, because they have beautiful, strong black women at their side. And that is so important. And both of them are powerhouses. You got a sister, your wife, that just graduated from school. What program was she in?
So she just got her bachelor's degree in interdisciplinary studies with focus on biology. And she's actually currently in advanced EMT. So she has that under her belt as well. She's on her way to medical school.
Awesome. So we got a medical god on one hand, and then we got the god of beauty on the other. What's sister into now? She's got with the lashes.
She's a certified lash technician. She sells beauty products. She's also certified in body cavitation and skin tightening. But she is also a trained surgical technologist, and she works in the OR.
Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Black love, y'all. I love it.
Praise be to Allah. Yes,
ma'am. Thank you so much for being on the show, brothers. And I will have y'all back on the next endeavor. We're going to have to chop it up. But I thank you for honoring my invitation.
Absolutely. We definitely appreciate the invitation, and we look forward to being back on the show.
Cool. Peace. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Woo, y'all. Look, my video just popped you up. Look, it just ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you just a Renaissance woman. They used to say that some people could not have many talents and master them all. Well, they lied. They did not talk to a Black woman first. I want to present to everyone Sister Nadira Muhammad.
Happy birthday, gorgeous.
Thank you, gorgeous. Oh, she dressed for the occasion.
Oh, I put my purple on for you. Look at you.
Yeah, you have the purple and everything. Look, I gotta bring Naomi back. Naomi,
where is she? I was like, hey, there's a Naomi.
How's it going?
Oh, good. How are you?
Good. You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
So everyone, this is Sister Nadira. Now, y'all, this sister is so crazy talented. I mean, crazy talented. That the things that I would love to promote about her, she has not green lighted. So I can't.
Yes, ma'am.
I may have, but I will show off some things. How about that?
Oh, okay.
But Sister Nadira, please introduce yourself and your business that you offer.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Okay, my name is Nadira Muhammad. I am a resident of right outside of Atlanta. Very happy to be here. I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois. I have a huge family. I have a beautiful blended family of 9 children. 6 of them I made. And I have a beautiful husband. His name is Abdul Sharif Muhammad. He's out of town, so y'all can't see him. Sorry. But the business that I am going to promote today on my sister's birthday is probably one of the things that I've been doing for the longest, which is graphic design. And the major part of it is branding. So I decided to focus on the branding aspect of graphic design. So the name of it is I Am Creative Branding. So branding packaging, most of it is actually graphics. So the packaging aspect is what I'm going to focus on.
Beautiful. And, you know, Sister is phenomenal with her website design, her website building, her graphic layouts, her graphic designs. I mean, I've used her services in many different ways for different projects that I've worked on in the past, and I will continue to use Sister's business for it. And that's what it's about, y'all. The purpose of having this event is so that we know who we can go to for what services, and that will do a phenomenal job. This is Black excellence. We're not talking about the ones that just kind of hopped in and no, this is Black excellence. And so if you wouldn't mind sharing, like, maybe some of the clients that you've worked with in the past, some of the websites that you've built that maybe, you know, people can check out and kind of see, you know, some of the sites.
Oh, I'll have to look on my computer. Oh my God, I've been doing this for 20-something years. Oh man. Usually what I do is I have people call me and then I send them portfolios. Look, let me tell you, I actually put up a website. I think I told you this, to kind of promote and focus on doing websites and graphic design. I told you, right? I had the website up for 8 days and I had to take it down because I couldn't handle the traffic. Because I've been doing it so long, I've got so much word of mouth. I literally do my projects in blocks. So basically, call me, I tell them, okay, this is the dates I can give you. I'll focus on your project from December 1st to December 10th. And, I work like that. I really can't, just take projects and work on them more than one at a time. So I'll think about that and then I'll put it in the chat because that will wreck my brain. Thinking of domain names for websites.
No problem. No problem.
I know essentials, but I can't think of her domain name the last one I just finished for the website, but I can't think of her domain name for anything. So
well, I know that you did a phenomenal job on the websites for the Modest fashion show that was supposed to happen in
her domain name.
It was 2019, but because of COVID, it ended up being postponed. And I was just blown away at all the different sites that you did for that project. That I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but I was just blown away. And I couldn't.
I appreciate you remembering.
But it was absolutely phenomenal. And then I said I was just gonna brag on other creative gifts that you have. Sorry, y'all, this was just a gift because that's my friend, that's my sister. But I don't know if you can see it. It's a beautiful, those are on Instagram, they can see it. It's a beautiful handmade bouquet. And I just showed her a picture and sister did her thing. I mean, it is absolutely beautiful. It's still intact, as you can see. I'm preserving this for eternity. And it is just absolutely beautiful. And I mean, just very, very creative, very, very talented. I mean, just incredibly talented. So I just could not have a birthday bash and not feature you, Sister Nadira. So I appreciate you coming on the show. Did you have any questions for Naomi? I didn't want to take up all the time.
No, I mean, I'm just in agreement with you. She is multi-talented and really does give a lot to her work. And I mean, I just love all of what I've seen from you. And it's just like the tip of the iceberg. I haven't even seen a lot, but it's amazing. So great job. Keep it up.
Thank you so much.
As well as she did my, die cut handmade wedding invitations.
Yes.
They were absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I think people were just really more impressed with the invitations than the fact I was getting married. But we don't know about this wedding thing. These invitations are bomb.
People were asking me, well, how much would something like this cost? And I started adding up. I was like, I don't know. I love you if you actually want to pay for this wedding invitation, because I like combining foil and the cutting. But they did come out great. I did like it.
They were phenomenal, sister. Absolutely phenomenal. So I just wanted to brag on you a little bit, and I appreciate you so much. And I love you, and I thank you so much for joining me today. And look, I got a couple of people in queue, so I have to move on. But I thank you so much. And I will include your contact information in the show notes. So if people want to get in contact with you, and I suggest you get in contact now for projects that you have for 2021, because sister will book up quick, but I promise you, you can't find anybody better to do your graphic design. So, so get in where you fit in. All right. Assalamu alaikum, sis. Thank you.
Love you.
I love you too.
Good to see you.
Oh my goodness, Naomi. This has just been so much fun. I thought I would be like exhausted by now, but I'm just recharged by just genius, just profound genius, and just beautiful people. I have another sister coming up, and I mean, this sister is the bomb.
Hey.
Her name is Kanetta, and she is the proud owner of Now Journals. Look, let me get my Now Journal out. See, y'all playing with me. Y'all playing. Y'all think I'm just talking like I don't really be using people's products and stuff. See, y'all don't understand. Like this is official. And I got it for me, the husband, and the 2 children. And we wait for the next set of products. Look. And look, you need your now journal. Don't do it tomorrow. Do it right now. Right? So, Sister Kanetta, can you please introduce yourself and tell everybody about this wonderful business that you have?
Okay, yes, ma'am. Greetings, peace, assalamu alaikum. Hi,
Well,
everyone.
like
I said, my name is Sister Kanetta. Now journals was one of my endeavors that one day I would just like, this quarantine hit and you're thinking about all these creative, now you have time to think.
Yeah.
I was just like, I read a verse in the Holy Quran and it was chapter 18, verse 23, and it says, and say not of anything, I'll do it tomorrow. And I was like, that's it. I was like, I procrastinate about everything. Kanetta, if you just get stuff done and don't worry about tomorrow, I have tomorrow to do it, then, you can accomplish so much now. And then I was like, that's it now.
That's right.
So, playing, but then I love the gold color. So then I just, I started designing stuff, drawing, because I can kind of draw, but I never really tell nobody. But I just started drawing and I put together some designs. I like to write. So I've written for the Final Call newspaper, Rise magazine, my own publications, help Student Minister Abdul Sharif Muhammad. I was co-writer of his books that came out. And so I said, let me start with a journal. I've always said that you have to write it down. You have to plan. You want to accomplish things. So that's where it came from.
And it's perfect. And anyone who knows you, like really knows you, knows this is a perfect product, perfect brand. Because you're not one to drag your feet. You're very organized and very professional.
Praise be to Allah.
And very intentional. And in order for you to get to the point where you can manifest that intentionality is to write it down. And that's real. That is real. And I'm so grateful that you just came up with this. This is awesome. Do you have other things that you're going to be introducing?
Yes. So the planners are coming out in a week. They're actually in process on the way here. It just took time because I want people to start writing down their goals and reviewing them on a month-to-month basis and checking them off. And even on a daily basis, when you write down and then you write it off, and if you don't accomplish something today, you need to put it on your list for tomorrow. And so I went through the plan and I researched a lot of stuff, and they're undated. So you can get them tomorrow and start. You can get them 2 months and you can start. So you don't have to worry about. I have planners, I didn't get to them, and they have dates on and I can't use them. And so they're going to be undated. The fabric, everything is like beautiful. Like I don't do stuff. I can't do anything until I feel like at peace with it. And so I feel at peace with them. And so they'll be here in a week. You can go to nowjournals.com. To register to subscribe to receive a notification when they launch. But we're rolling out a marketing plan for it, so it'll be out soon.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And of course, we're going to get our now planners as well.
always coming through.
Man, but sis, not only because you're my sister and I love you, but it's also because you have a wonderful product. You have intentionality is key to me. The spirit in which you come up with things is very important to me. And just the great thought and the care that you put in developing it. It's perfect. And I carry it everywhere I go.
Oh.
And anytime that I'm telling you, I go into, I have my meetings and I pull out my now journal. Get your own.
That's why you my sister. I love you too. That's why you my sister.
Yeah, but really, and it's important. Really, there shouldn't be anybody that does not have a copy. You should be sold out. Yes. I'm putting that out there.
No, everybody really came through and supported. Like the support has been overwhelming. That at first, you doubt yourself. This whole business stuff, you have to overcome the first level, which is fear. And when I first designed, I ordered maybe about 100. And I got 400 orders, and so it was I had to figure out, moving, getting product in. Like I feel like dicing up, I had to figure it out, the logistics of things, and so now I feel like I had to slow down for a second, figure out logistics, and now Now I'm ready to rock and roll. They're on next week. They'll be available on Amazon, so you should be able to get them in 2 days. Because the U.S. Postal Service, you know, they had delays, and so I had some people that had to wait. They lost some packages. Some people had to wait for a month, but you know, Amazon has been a lengthy process, and they said in 2 days it'll be available, and I'll be launching that, so you'll be able to get it with your Amazon Prime.
So. That is awesome. So that we talking about free shipping, y'all.
Yes, ma'am.
That is just phenomenal, sis. And really, I would really love for you to be able to scale this up where you can hire people, you can start printing it yourself. I mean, I want you to go all the way.
That is a goal I'm working on, and I'm you know, I have a lot of stuff going on, so I'm trying.
I know. Which means you're gonna have to hire people.
So I'm trying to, I'm right now filling out applications so I can become a vendor in some department stores, so I can have the journals there and school. Like I'm working on it because I'm gonna do the planners. I'm just trying to figure it out, what the next step, because I want to do a tote bag. Like my thing, like, people don't know, like I'm into like bag, like I'm into weird different things, and people are like, you're into that, so I'm into like, I want a nice leather tote bag. You know, we'll pay $200 to go to Coach. Well, I just want something that's good quality, affordable.
That's
you can
right.
throw your planner, you can throw your tablet, you can also put a nice outfit on with it, and you can go, and you know, and so I'm working on that. And so inshallah that'll come soon, but that takes a lot of sampling, you know, and so it just takes time. And you know, I just tell everybody, be patient with your business. Like, it's not going to come overnight. Build and never give up, because if you have a vision and you're excited about it, people are going to feel the energy and they're going to be excited about it as well.
That's right. That's right. That is absolutely right. Absolutely right.
I learned that from you, Sister Karriemah. I learned that from you, beloved.
No.
Yes, I did. Like, you've been my inspiration for a lot of stuff. Like, you know,
wow.
I don't think people give you enough credit. Like, you have one of the most beautiful minds that I know. And so this is for me. When you said you were doing this for your birthday, I was like, this is so Sister Karriemah. So I'm so proud of you. I mean, happy birthday, all that stuff. You're so graceful. So I appreciate it.
Praise be to Allah. Thank you, sis. That's my boo, y'all. Praise be to Allah.
Yes,
this has just been like so exciting and just so soul satisfying, you know, because I love to hear about us doing well in our businesses and expansion and growth, and you know, and so I haven't even had a chance, like so much has been going on, I haven't even had a chance to share with you this next endeavor that I'm going to introduce later on in the show. Usually we would have already had that conversation, but it's just like your schedule's been crazy, my schedule's been crazy, just kind of preparing.
You're married now, I mean.
It definitely interferes with our everyday relationships. That's all I say. I love Anthony though.
Exactly.
Look,
I'm happy. I'm super happy. So I'm happy for you. So I'm just like, but I know, so I'm just like, listen, we're friends, we're family. So I know that when we catch up, we're gonna catch up, and whatever you got, I'm going to cheer it on no matter what, because I know you're going to do it the right way. I know you, like you said, you're intentional about it, and it's something that comes from a pure place. So you know.
Praise be to Allah.
I'm gonna try to catch it later. That's why I'm in my car. Excuse me. So I'm just running and kind of out and about. It's my day off. So.
No. I understand, and I just appreciate you, you know, taking time to come join and share this wonderful information about Now Journals. And I just look. I want people to really, really support you. I want you to scale up and scale out and hire people, and I want to read about you in all of the Black business magazines, the World Trade magazines. Like, I'm serious. I want to see that, because it's important that we have that in a very real way, not just something that just seems like it can't be achieved, but to really see it come into manifestation. And then for you to be a woman of God doing that, that brings it to a whole nother level. And we need to know that we as women can maintain our feminine energy, our feminine power, and be successful.
That's right. That's facts. Go ahead.
We can do that. We don't have to become men to be successful. And I've only known you as being a woman and being feminine and being about your business and being strong and being intentional. I've only known that about you. So we need to lift you and others before the world to say, look, it can happen. Here's an example right here.
Right.
This is a woman Farrakhan made. Okay.
That's right.
You know, and we need that. We need to see that. So I just appreciate you on many different levels. Not to mention, y'all, she's a powerhouse as a student in the ministry. I'm just gonna put that out there. That wasn't a part of the business, but I'm just gonna put that out there. If I were you, I would be calling her up to come speak to youth groups and university students and other professionals about how to get their business together. But that's just me.
Yes, I'm trying to figure out that part of things because, you know, I hear that, and then I'm just trying to figure out how to package it and present it. Not that it needs to be something that a lot of things when I feel like when I don't want to make money off it, it just makes money. And so I'm just trying to figure out the best way to package it so it can make sense to the end user, and that I don't, you know, it's just very clear on what it is, you know, and what it offers. So I don't know, Allah would give it to me at the right time, and then I can give it back. But right now, I know I've been helping a lot of my former college teammates, former college, well, they might have played a sport at the school I went to too. We've been like setting up businesses. So we've been working on, you know, I've been helping them set up the paperwork for their business. You know, we've been talking about the best way to handle finances. So that hasn't evolved into a business, but you know, that part I'll figure it out one day. But I'm like, they like, y'all know somebody that can help you, and then I get called like, can you help so-and-so set up their business? I'm like, sure. Like, but I guess Allah will package it for me soon enough.
Yes. And it will come. It will come in time, and it will grow organically. It will grow organically. You know, just like everybody was brought to you in building these other businesses with friends that you have from school, from college. It will begin to form organically, and then Allah, God will inspire you with the idea of how to bring it all together to make it work, and it will fit just like a puzzle. Just like a puzzle. But if you wouldn't mind sharing one more time your contact information so people can order their Now journals right now.
Well, first, to support Sister Karriemah show, go to Cash App, $ Karriemah Lotus. You better send her a birthday gift right now.
I appreciate that.
It's scrolling on the bottom of your screen, so she will appreciate her birthday offering.
I would appreciate that. Now, thank you for that.
So we're gonna start there, okay, y'all? And then y'all can start at nowjournals.com with an S, nowjournals.com. And like I said, in a week I'll be launching a planner. So hopefully we'll hear from everybody soon.
Yes. Thank you so much, Sister Kanetta, for joining.
Yes, thank you.
And I'll talk to you soon.
See you, Naomi. All right.
Bye. Yes, good to see you.
Peace. Wow, Naomi.
I love it. And I love it that she's doing it at such a young age. So great.
Man, it's phenomenal. And that's why we have to elevate, you know, our young, you know, she's an adult, but, you know, our younger sisters, you know, I mean, that is doing just phenomenal work, and they're doing it in the right spirit with the right energy. That's what our young people need to see.
Yeah.
You know, they need to see that example, you know, and she's not an example for the sake of being an example. She's the real deal Holyfield, which is even better.
Yeah.
You know, she's the real deal Holyfield. So I love my sister. I love our sister, and I can't pray for her success enough. Well, now we've got a brother, a wonderful elder, a pioneer in the community. I mean, this is just great. We about to get schooled, y'all. I just want to let you know that. I go to the feet of my elders so I can learn from their wisdom. We have brother Can you hear us, Brother Abdul Sabir?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, perfect. And he's the American Wealth Builders. Yes, you heard me correctly. American Wealth builders.
Yes.
Yes. So,
Yes.
Brother Sabir, you're actually on this wonderful show with me and my cousin Naomi.
Okay.
And
hello, how are you?
Hi.
And
Well,
so, if you wouldn't mind sharing with the viewers what the American Wealth Builders are, and what you do, and what is the business.
all right. With the name of God, most gracious, most merciful, we thank him for this blessed opportunity to share some information with the audience. Our business is designed, American Wealth Builders is a membership organization. Once you join the American Wealth Builders, you become a part of the power circle, and that's where all the action is at. The whole idea is to try and build an organization strong enough and powerful enough, just like we looked at our leader, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He built a community first, thousands and thousands of followers. So when we build this American Wealth Builders and people join, it makes us much stronger. We'll have more of a political voice. We'll be able to empower our people financially, business-wise. And the whole idea and concept of the power circle is to bring people into the circle so that regardless of whatever business they have, we support that business. We don't go outside the circle. Just as you mentioned, I think that was Scanetta was saying that she has the memo book. We will support her if she's a member. If there's a brother who's a barber, that barber cuts our hair. If he's in the insurance business, we support his business, whatever business it is. And being a part of the power circle, whatever profit that you gain from the power circle membership, we give 10% to put in the pot. And that money began to grow more and more and more and more. At this present time, we have what you call a food co-op, and we're doing fairly well with it right now, but we hope to get other people to join us in the food co-op, and our basket sell for $25. But the idea of the American Wealth Builders, and we have to realize that a lot of our people have their own personal business, but it's just I, me, and my business. But we're trying to incorporate all the businesses that we possibly can get to come together to see the importance of us working together so that we can invest together. And just like the stock market, they have people who are putting money in the stock market, and they can support any business that's viable. We need to do the same thing. We can appreciate everybody who does something. And we have, as African Americans, we have such great, wonderful ideas and business opportunities right now, especially during this pandemic. You're in the house, as Scanetta was saying, you have new ideas, concepts about things, but working together is important because of the fact that we need each other. If we don't have each other, we can pretty well say other people are not going to support us as well as we support ourselves. If we look at the Mexicans are working together to establish business for their people. The Caucasian does that, the Jews does that, the Indians own the Dunkin' Donuts and the hotels, the Arabs own the service stations and all. And we have to look and see, what do we have? What do we have to offer? And we have such great ideas and good products. I'm amazed just to listen to the sisters. I don't know how many brothers you have had on the program, but I tell you, the sisters are working, and and we can really appreciate them for that good work and their ideas, just to formulate an idea with the blessings of Almighty God. So the American Wealth Builders is a powerful organization. We're growing each day. At this present time, we have 91 members, and we have gotten 91 members in a short period of time. But we need 5,000 members, or 10,000, or 100,000. And to kind of give you an idea as to what we could formulate is that if we all agreed to put up X amount of dollars, and say, for instance, hypothetically, we decide we're going to put up $10,000 a piece, but we don't have that 10,000. But if all of us were, say 10,000 people, put up $1,000, we could carry that note, the balance of $9,000 from each member to the bank, and we can leverage that and get millions and millions of dollars to establish whatever business we want. We need to have clothing stores, restaurants, you name it, just barber shops and beauty shops. American Wealth Builders, as I mentioned, is a membership organization. We're trying to get as many members as we possibly can, but we want to be able to support all our business people, everyone.
Right.
From just listening, you know, for instance, I need a graphic artist now, but we wouldn't have known about the sister's work, but you having her on the screen is a big help to her, big help to me, because of the fact that we can tap into each other's business. And that's very important. I've been in business for 60 years.
Wow.
I was one among the first African-American vendors in the city of Atlanta. Ooh. And it was not easy because people told me I should get a job, you know, and I only started with $36. And off that $36, I've survived for 60 years. Wow. I think that's pretty good.
That's incredible.
You know, I'm not trying to gladiate myself. What I'm saying is very important because of the fact that we don't own a grocery store.
Right.
Out of all the educators in the city of Atlanta, in the metropolitan area, not one grocery store, not one. I don't think we own even one service station, a gas station. When I was growing up, there were African-American businesses all over the city. So somewhere we gained a lot of academics, but practicalities, you know, we just threw it out the window, and it's very important. You know, the elderly people, they don't even have, you know, high rises for us. We should have established that for ourselves.
Right.
And I point really at the Muslim community because of the fact that it's over 100,000 Muslims in the city of Atlanta or the metropolitan area. It's very important that we look at things in a conceptual manner, which we can grow and develop whatever we want. We can produce our own food, you know. For instance, there are quite a few brothers now buying, say, 50 and 100 and 200 acres of land so that we can begin to grow our own food.
Beautiful.
I have started a business, you know, canning food, and also I started canning soup, and I've done pretty good at it. You know, my business is picking up constantly. It's so important that we just take what we know and share with others so that they can benefit from our labor, from our knowledge. And the older people have experience because they have lived long enough to share a lot in their early years.
That's
and
right.
They just pass it on. Believe me, we all stand on somebody's shoulders.
That's right.
And, you know, American Wealth Builders is an organization to establish a community efforts for the good of humanity and for our people. If there's anything that you would like to ask me, I'll be more than happy to answer those questions. You know, I'm not one who does a lot of talking, but, you know, I just like to listen sometimes to get an idea of what other people are doing and like to bring them into the power circle so that we can begin to work together. Collective purchase is a great thing. We can design all kind of handbags. I've done that before. You know, I've had a company, you know, making clothes. I did real well with it. We did the import, export jogging suits. We've had the lawn service business. We have bought property time after time after time. These things, the older people, even the young people now are beginning to catch on, but we have experience in those different areas. You know, I think I've had over 35 different businesses. And I like what the sister was saying. She was blessed to get that notepad pad together. And she just kept working at it, and she didn't listen to someone saying, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. We can do what Almighty God allow us to do.
That's right.
It's up to us. We can accomplish, as we were taught, we can accomplish what we will.
That's right.
We just put forth the effort. But oftentimes, if one person doesn't have the finance to do what they need to do or get done, they need to pull people together. If it's 10 people working together to establish something that's good, you know, but you got to have honesty, and have trust, decency, and respect for each other. So it's very important, you know, and I think our organization, we have now, we have doctors, we have business people from insurance, people who own clothing stores and different type businesses. And it's so important that we work together. And that's basically what our organization is about. You know, we have our business plan pretty well together, you know, not that we are where we're supposed to be, but we are work in progress, trying to make and show our people that, hey, here's an opportunity. There are so many wonderful things. You know, I'm in touch with a lot of people who are in big business, African Americans. And, you know, I share with them the importance of us coming together, supporting each other. We want to support your business. That's what we want to do. And in order to do that, you know, each one of us have to give up something. If we say that we're going to support your business, if you gave us 10% of your profit, and that money belonged to all of us now, once you put your 10% in, the money belonged to all of us. And that way we can accumulate more wealth. That an individual working, you take, for instance, Oprah, she has $1 billion, Jay-Z, they have $1 billion. At the same time, it may not be as beneficial to us as a community. But when we get to the point where we can say we have established something for the good of humanity working together, we'll get more respect.
That's right.
We will have more power. We'll have more input in the city. And not to say no one person, you know, have all the knowledge, and only Allah has all of the power. But he gives each one of us a certain amount of power to express to the world, just as the prophets did. Their job was only to deliver the message, not to force anybody to do anything, not to, you know, swindle anyone, but just, you know, to share the message. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to share the message, whether it's great or small. But I respect you for the things that you are doing. It's so wonderful. You know, I mean, it's not everybody can even do what you're doing, you know. I mean, it's really good, you know. And I thank Allah for you, you know. And I thank Allah for your husband, you know, to work with you and allow you an opportunity to, you know, take the time to share with others. And I think you're in a good position. To help a lot of people. And I think, you know, I know the presentation that you gave at our meeting, it was astronomical. You know, everybody's still talking about it. They don't talk about what I say, you know, they talk about what you said. You know, and I said, you know, I can't get jealous because I respect you very highly, you know, and I just hope and pray, Allah, that we as a people come together. That's what I see in Minister Farrakhan. He wants, you know, he wants the people to come together.
That's right.
We all be working for the same cause. It's a lot as far as wealth. It's so much wealth out there. I'm telling you, they say it's more millionaires and billionaires now than ever before during the pandemic. That's it. You see, so we have to open up our mind and our heart and our spirit to share this good information that you are carrying throughout broadcast, and getting people to come and share their knowledge, share their business experience, their products, their service, because it's important, you know. And I would like to ask if we could take just a few minutes or seconds in silence to pray for the sister who passed, one of our members, Sister Mary Salim. You may have met her, but she did a lot of work for the American Wealth Builders. So if we could just take a couple of seconds to make a silent prayer.
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, so it's our togetherness that's going to make a big difference. We can blame everybody in the world, but you know what? At a certain point in time, we have to start looking at ourselves.
That's right.
We can blame the Jew, the white man, the Africans, the Arabs. When we get to the point where we say, hey, we're going to do this thing, we're going to make this work, it's very important that we work together and becomes a strong, united front in this society. We might say people don't like us, you know, as long as God loves us, that's the most important thing.
That's right.
You know, see, some of us are truly witness bearers, not to say we're perfect by no stretch of the imagination. All of us got probably some haints or whatever in our closet that we got to clean up.
Right.
That's why, you know, when people say, you know, you have value. And I tell them, yes, we have value. But sometimes we have to evaluate ourselves as well. So when we evaluate ourselves, we see whatever happened yesterday, can we make it better today?
That's right.
Whatever we missed yesterday, can we bring it up to the forefront today so that we can be more successful in every endeavor? It's very important that we do that. You know, there are great men who have passed and gone, and they left a legacy for us. You know, now we are carrying that ball, and people who are coming in, our young people coming in after us, they stand on our shoulders.
That's
so
right.
we have to exemplify a good example for them. And if not, they won't respect us. So it's very important that we do as much as we possibly can, you know, and right now I'm talking to the choir.
That's all right.
Yes. So tell me, you know, let me know when my time is up, because, you know, I don't want to override my time.
No, I appreciate it. I really do. And, you know, I believe everything happens for a reason. And I thank you for sharing what Allah put in your heart for us to listen to and to contemplate and to move out on. I'm actually about to wind things down, but I just want to thank you, Brother Abdul Sabir, for coming onto the show. If you're interested in joining Brother Abdul Sabir and the 91 other members, which are all business owners, you can actually reach out to them on their Instagram page. You can DM him there. His telephone number is also there, and that is Instagram American Wealth Builders with an S on Instagram, and leave him a note and he will be sure to get back with you. I thank you, brother, for coming on. It is always an honor and a pleasure to speak with you, to see you, and to also learn from you, dear brother.
Thank you. Great to be to Allah, and I appreciate you and your cousin.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. I appreciate the both of you, you know, and I thank you for allowing me the opportunity to say a few words.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, by the way, happy birthday.
Thank you, sir.
So you're getting younger. All right.
Thank you so much, brother.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Wa alaikum assalam.
Oh, wow. Well, the time has come, Naomi, for this, for the great announcement. First, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank you, Naomi Scarlett Realtor. You can check her out on Instagram. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for always being so supportive of everything that I do, no matter how crazy of an idea it may sound.
Hey, it's not crazy. It's not crazy. Only to those who don't understand.
But I really appreciate it. I just want to kind of run through who we heard from today and thank everybody for really just making this an incredible evening. It really has been incredible. I want to thank $1 Billion Nate, aka Nathaniel Crawford. You can check him out on Instagram at Black Luxury Miami or Build Everyday Better. I want to thank brother King Cam. You can check him out at brother, the full word, King Cam on Instagram. I want to thank Sister Lisa with Power Campus Online Learning. You can reach out to her on Instagram as well. And I'm going to have all this in the show notes once everything concludes, but I just wanted to kind of go through it and thank them. I want to thank Brother Marcus and Sister Cecilia, aka the Marriage Keepers. I want to thank them. You can check them out at Brother Marcus. That's the full word, brother. That's right. I want to thank Sister Margaret. Thank you for coming with the Georgia Black Constructors Association. You thought I was going to mess it up? I want to thank you for joining. I mean, many of these people, I can't wait to have them on my next endeavor. I'm telling you, it's going to be like lit. I want to thank Brother Jonathan with JB's Record and Lounge. Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm going to try to holler at him this weekend for that 50% off special. Yes, 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 for my records. I want to thank Sister Nadira. Thank you so much with I Am Creative, with her graphic design and her website building. Don't sleep. You better start scheduling to meet with her for 2021 now. I want to thank my big brothers, Brother Tariq Cardiac and Brother Jabrilliant Engineer with OMANSCI_, which is Original Man Scientific. They are absolutely phenomenal with their youth training for invention and innovation. Check out the STEM Files, y'all. That podcast, I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. You will learn about us Black people in just the spectrum of sciences. I mean, really, that needs to be incorporated into a lot of these school systems that are, especially that are online, and they're looking for content that is relevant, that is scientific, and they don't know where to go. You guys need to check them out, as well as sign your children up for their training programs. I want to thank Sister Connecta with now journals and soon planners. Yes, and tote bags. Don't forget the pink ones for me. I want to thank you for joining. I mean, it's just always a pleasure. Love the products. I want to thank, who else I got? Woo! I want to thank Brother A.K. Sabir, Brother Abdul Sabir with the American Wealth Builders Association for joining us. And, you know, Naomi, I can't conclude without also, where are my babies? Awa Mansour?
Yay.
Awa Mansour, come here, y'all. Hurry up. I'm on borrowed time now. I want to introduce y'all. I don't think they can see you. Come down here, honey. I don't think they can. I don't think you guys understand that, you know, Black business is a way of life in our family, right? My husband, he's actually going to get me some vittles. So he is not, that's the only reason why he is not here, y'all.
I was about to call him on.
I know. But he's going to get something to eat, which we're going to talk about that. But I want to, for those who don't know, this is our beloved daughter, pardon me, Awa, with Awa's 3 B's. Can you give them your Instagram?
Okay, my Instagram is awa3b.fashion.
And what can they find at Awa3B? What are the 3 B's?
Bows, beads, and bands.
Okay. And so Awa has had her business. How long you had your business, honey? Since you were what?
5, 6.
About 5, 6 years old. And she walked around with her bows in a basket, and she sold her bows. And matter of fact, you can even see pictures of her on Instagram from when she first got started all the way up to present day. And now she's about to move to the next level, which we're not going to tell them what the next level is. But she is indeed evolving into her next endeavor now that you are how old now?
12.
12. So she's preteen, y'all. And you know, bows are not what teenagers wear. So now she's going to evolve her brand into the next level. Where's our son? You grab your books. Grab your books, honey. I want people to see. Okay, so this is Awa. So please check her out. I could not end today's session and highlight Black-owned businesses and not highlight my babies.
Exactly.
Let's see. Where are your books, honey? I mean, this is just such a blessing, you know, just to be able to have children who are interested in taking their talents and thinking of creative ways that they can express themselves and also make money doing it. I mean, that's a great experience, I think, to have, and they have really taken to it like fish to water. This is our beloved son. Come over here, handsome. Beautiful daughter, handsome son. I'm blessed. Wait, they can't see you. Okay, there you go. There you go. So this is Mansour, y'all. And Mansour is the proud author of what?
Mansour and the Mysterious Will.
They can't hear you guys speak a little slower too.
Mansour and the Mysterious Will.
Mansour and the Mysterious Wheel. And so he's got wonderful books, y'all. And when did you start writing your books?
When I was 6.
You 6 years old. And we featured Sister Lisa with Power Campus Online Learning. Remember, she was a little earlier in the evening. And I talked about how Mansour took her writing class when he was around, I guess, was 6 years old. And he actually started writing his own books. And so this was his first book. Can y'all see that? I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it, Naomi?
I can see it.
Yeah. This is his first book. And then this is the what?
My second book. It's a coloring and activity book.
So it's a coloring and an activity book. And now you're working on book number
3.
3, y'all. Book number 3. And they can find you on Instagram at what?
Mansour Book Club, I'm pretty sure.
Mansour Book Club. So they can find you on Instagram at Mansour Book Club. I'll be sure to also include that in the show notes. And please, you know, support my son, support my daughter, not just because they're my daughter and my son, but because they have really great products. Mansour and the Mysterious Wheel is an awesome book. And you can find out all about it at his site. And you can buy it. You can buy it from Amazon. You can ship it to family members. And go ahead and follow him on Instagram so you can find out when his 3rd book comes out. Sound good?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to say anything else to everybody? Maybe thank them for buying your books, so they bought it?
Yeah, thank you. And I also happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. So, you know, Mansour and the Mysterious Wheel, Awa 3B. Okay. And my husband is home. I think it's time for the announcement. What do you think? Y'all ready for the announcement? Oh my gosh. Wait, one of my Teal Up sessions. You're supposed to be on with me. Oh my goodness. What happened? Okay, so you know what, Naomi? It just means that I'm going to have to do this again. Because I mean, really, I don't know if it should be a birthday bash part 2 or if I should just do something different. But I'm going to have to do this again.
You can do a New Year's bash.
A New Year's bash.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. So that way we can make sure that we get everybody in. But here's my announcement, y'all. So Naomi, guest, as you may know, I have been working in the strategic partnership and alliance industry for probably about 15 years. And I've always been about promoting other people's businesses, but I haven't necessarily promoted my own. And so people ask me, like, what do you do? Well, resources is my business. So I help to provide resources to business owners, no matter what those resources are. But The key to my business is that I am a Black business matchmaker. Ding.
Ding.
Did you like the ding? And so every Friday night, starting December 18th, I am inviting all of you to join us for the Black Business Matchmaker Show. Yay!
Oh, yay.
And so we're going to talk about strategic partnerships and alliances. Now, you may say, what the heck is a strategic partnership and alliance? It's when two businesses, Black-owned preferably in this instance, come together, right? And they meet each other's needs in such a way that it allows them both to expand and scale and make more money. Isn't that beautiful?
I love
That's
it.
a beautiful thing.
I see
And
hearts.
I mean hearts, business hearts with dollar signs in the middle.
Yes.
And I mean, I can't wait to embark on this endeavor. Now, that's not to say that there's not going to be any more BBI talks. Shame on you. There will always be a BBI talks. So we're going to continue to discuss the issues that matter to us most as business owners, right? But we're also going to have the Black Business Matchmaker. Ding.
You need little baby symbols.
Is that what it is? Ding. Maybe I should be, hey, somebody hook me up with the baby symbol so I can go ding.
Yeah. In case you're wondering, these are how our phone conversations go. But go ahead.
Yes, yes, it is. And so moving forward, my beautiful cousin Naomi, the realtor extraordinaire, aka the closer, will be joining me on BBI Talks. And and I will be on also the Black Business Matchmaker. Bing. So that is the wonderful announcement, y'all. So look out for the ads. Did my husband walk through the door? Anthony, are you here? No. Yes, you are.
Oh.
Can you come, please? I just want to introduce your business and thank you. Okay, y'all. So we are winding down. This is my wonderful, exceptionally handsome, incredibly intelligent husband.
There he is.
Anthony. And you are the proud owner of?
First Choice Mobile and Tiny Homes, where we believe quality is affordable. So I won't give a big spiel, but I'll just say we live in Atlanta, in the metro area. I'm from Chicago. And if you live in these high density urban areas, you realize that being able to afford even an apartment that can be maybe under 800 square feet is becoming more and more expensive. And so we, my wife and I, have found a solution that is in mobile home investing. So shout out to our coach, Brother Abdul Shabazz, the mobile home closers, for putting us on this path. And so this is the direction that we're pointing in to offer the solution to people really being forced to make a decision about where they want to live just because the cost of living is becoming more and more expensive. And so be on the lookout. First Choice Mobile and Tiny Homes, and maybe my wife will be kind enough to invite me on a future broadcast to be her guest. I may have to pay her, see if she accepts bribes or something to that effect. So, all right. Thank you. Happy birthday, sweetie.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you. So that was, woo. We must bring this to conclusion, y'all. And I want to let you know you can actually follow Brother Anthony on First, that's the number 1, ST Choice Mobile Tiny on Instagram. And I'll put that in the chat box as well. And, you know, nowadays we have to really start making some meaningful decisions about having affordable housing and not spending our whole lives paying off mortgages. And if we do, that we have a bona fide strategy of how to pay that mortgage off as quickly as humanly possible. Okay. So I want to thank all of you on Instagram. Thank you for the happy birthdays. I want to thank you for joining me, for hanging in there. Naomi, it has been 3 hours and 4 minutes, and you guys have been hanging in there with me. So I just thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm looking forward to prayerfully bringing more relevant, meaningful, valued content to you. And not content for the sake of content, but content because this is what you need and this is what you want. And so I thank you. And I am going to close with the closing. But before I do that, did you want to say anything, Naomi, before we close out? You want to let everybody know how to
enjoy your birthday. I enjoyed hanging out with you. And I love all the businesses that were on, and I can't wait to see what else is to come. But yeah, that's it. Oh, and I'm at Scarlet Realtor on Instagram. We are locally owned, but globally known. So it doesn't matter where you are, I can help you. And even if you just have general questions, I'll be more than happy to chat. Yeah.
Awesome. And y'all can follow her. She has wonderful virtual open houses. You can see what the real estate looks like in Texas. I mean, I saw some properties from her that I didn't think it was in America. It was just that beautiful. But with that said, thank you for joining BBI Talks, the Black Business Pop-Up Birthday Bash. Woo!
We gotta bring businesses back. My business is black. My business is black as the universe. I know why they mad. They gotta react, cause we're universal influencers. I can supply you the man. Get what I need out the land. The earth is the kingdom of God. Glad that I know where I am. We gotta bring businesses back. My business is black. My business is black as the universe. I know why they mad. They gotta react, cause we're universal influencers. I can supply you the man. I can supply you the man. Get what I need out the land. Glad that I know where I am.
All right, y'all. Good night. Cake time.